make myself worse. So I
Yeah.
thought, nah, give it a miss.
Don't blame you.
Yeah, it's definitely doing the rounds.
Just bear with us a second, lads and lasses.
All right.
I think we've got a couple of Burnley lads in on the channel already, guys. So
Have we?
yeah,
Champion.
Right, so I've got to really open that up for StreamYard. That's it. If I can I said, just ignore me talking to myself, by the way.
yeah. For Rooster, yeah, it's Cabby's just gone live. He's just been setting up.
Tell you what, the Mugs took the battering like, didn't they? We're just showing the highlights here on Sky Sports. I'm just rewatching it here.
You're just having a good laugh, are you, Richie?
Aye, yeah.
Are you getting the club biscuits out?
Aye, with Jim and Barbara, aye. Aye, they took a heck of a beating, like. That Wirtz is finding his form now. He's in Ekatike.
Yeah.
Isn't he just?
What a player he is.
Oh, dear me.
Why is it all these footballers dye their hair blonde and then they become like world-class players? Have you noticed that? Like, there's loads of them dye their hair blonde and then they're like...
You know what? It's better for it's better for blondes, mate. It's better for blondes.
Right, hold on a second. I need to window. Come on, play ball.
Evening, Janet. I hope you're well.
There we go.
Alan from Turfmoor, Steve Austin, Damien, Rooster, Beaconsfield, Markham. Good evening, peeps. BGS.
Oh, Alan's going for 2-1 to Burnley, yeah?
Yeah. Well, to be fair, he's a Burnley fan, so, you know, I think my comment earlier on was I've gone for the opposite, but I would. So, yeah, I think we'll win 2-0 tonight, to be honest. I hope
That's funny
Kingfisher.
enough what I went for. 2-0, aye.
No, I have gone with StreamYard here at the minute. Just purely the fact I don't know yet how to put the score overlay on StreamYard. I need to work out how to do that. Because you can stream directly through StreamYard, right through onto YouTube. But I'm using OBS tonight. But the only trouble is with OBS is every time I move a window to adjust the scoreline, lot will disappear because it's what window is shown.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean.
Well, to be honest, Cabby, I've got the perfect face for radio, mate.
Oh, Malta Singh. Hello, Malta. How you doing?
Good evening, chap.
Hey.
Is it cold there?
You all right, Malta? I think he's left his microphone's off. His microphone's off. You'll have to put your microphone on, Bonnie lad. It is cold outside. Like, we had our shopping delivered today, and my God, is it cold. Absolutely freezing.
I'm sure we've got that to come down in Devon, guys. It's been relatively mild and, funnily enough, not absolutely chucking it down all day today, which makes a change.
Right.
You just get hit with all the bad storms. I was watching this documentary the other night about the Michael Fish incident,
Oh, I remember
and he
that
said
one.
there's no hurricane.
I was on a night shift in Newcastle at the time, keeping an eye on things, and he was right in what he said, because you don't get hurricanes in the UK. So you can't argue the fact that he wasn't right, but it was a bit windy south of Whitby.
A little bit.
It wasn't windy north of Whitby.
I always thought hurricanes have to start in hot, like really warm water.
By definition, they need a temperature of 27 Celsius to trigger. That's sea temperature of 27 Celsius.
Ahead of this
and
game,
by definition, they are tropical revolving storms, which means once they get out of the tropics, they're just storms. They're not hurricanes. See, every day is a school day, Richie.
Oh yeah, definitely. Oh, I love it, me. I'm fascinated with all sorts of stuff like that, like tornadoes, and I follow some storm chasers, and it's just so interesting, fascinating, really.
Some of those guys are mad.
I know. I wish I could be like that. I wish I would love to go on storm chase and that. Like, it'd be class. Oh dear me. Excuse me, cough. I'm getting better. I am getting better. It's just taking a bit of time. Good evening, everybody on the chat. Sorry if I've not mentioned you before. I've just trying to be getting set up my end. We've got Richie. Nice to have Richie back.
Mr. Major,
hello,
good
guys.
evening.
And we've got Rod and his
Colin.
dog. No, I don't know if it's on Radio Newcastle tonight. It probably won't be.
It's on the Beeb.
It's on the B, but
yeah, because it's Monday Night Club, so it'll have bits of commentary on it, I would guess. Watch and listen. BBC Radio Newcastle post-match commentary.
It's not online, the match. Talk Sport have the rights to the
post-match commentary. Yeah.
Cabby, you really need to see a doctor about that cough. I'm all right. It's just... It's one of them.
Oh, good evening.
It's one of these just chesty ones. It's a chesty cough that's just been lingering. It is a lot better. Everybody's got it up here. Everybody. My escort's got it. That does the taxis with us. It just keeps going round. It's a buggers to shift off.
Yeah, it has been a little bit white in the east of Russia, out over the Far East. They've had sort of like feet and feet of snow, meters of it. Best place for it, if you ask me. I hate the snow. It looks nice on Christmas cards. That's it.
Oh, doesn't it just? I do like the snow though, but like I say, we never get it. We never get it up here.
It's when it turns to ice. It's just you can't walk anyway.
Sake, man.
Like, I don't have a car, so literally, like, when it's bad as it was the last time, my estate where I live was just an ice rink. It was impossible to get in and out. Like,
yeah, it's when it really turns to slush, and it's that black horrible stuff. It's awful, isn't it?
And just remember, never eat yellow snow.
No.
That's what always makes me laugh when the Met Office put a yellow snow warning out.
Especially if you live in Chernobyl.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Anywhere. Reminds me of the old Billy Connolly joke. It's in your handwriting.
It's in your handwriting, aye. A lot of the 54 people tuning in already. How are you doing? Hello, James Ramsey, lad. How are you doing? Gary Craig, you all right? Simon, Beaconsfield, Alan Turf, Moore, Burnley fan. Not as bad as Slush. Like you say, just bear with me. 2 ticks. Yeah, I'm still getting used to this StreamYard carry on. So just bear with me. I've now got rid of Zoom. I do think it's a lot easier to use, this StreamYard look. It's just, I just think it looks better. 3-star Reds, he always pops in, the Forest fan. Good to see you, mate. Hope you're well.
Good evening, sir.
Good win for you against Brentford, wasn't it? That's absolutely fantastic because that stops West Ham building the hopes up even further. It's cracking to see you doing that. I'd rather you stay up than West Ham, put it that way.
Absolutely, 100%. And West Ham threw it away though. They were 2-0 up.
Yeah. Couldn't do what we did, you see. I was listening to Billy Connolly today, and he's so funny. He's absolute class, isn't he?
Oh yeah. He's saw him at Newcastle City Hall many years ago. And the last thing he said before he went off stage was, you've been out tonight and you've all been laughing your heads off, and you're going to go outside, and instead of hailing a taxi and the taxi doesn't stop, you just go, and he says, when you get to work tomorrow, somebody's going to say, so what were the jokes he told then? And he said, you'll go, that's very true.
He's class. He's class. Did you hear the one when he met this bloke that worked down the sewer, and he was the happiest worker in the United Kingdom?
Go on then.
This guy that works down the sewer. The fact, he never takes holidays. He practically lives down there. He gives his holidays away to the other staff. She said, Billy Connolly says, I'm going to have to go down and see this bloke. So he goes down to see him, and there's this bloke whistling, going, and a spoonful of medicine, mate, the medicine go down. He's whistling and singing songs and stuff, and the place absolutely is honking. You can imagine what it's like. And eventually meets this worker, and the worker says, how you doing, Billy? And Billy says, how can you be so happy down here? It's absolutely awful. He went, he says, it's amazing. He says, I'll tell you why. He says, look over there. You see that jobby that's floating past you now? And Billy Connolly goes, aye. He says, that belongs to Mr. Ornthorpe, the butcher's. And he goes, how the hell do you know that? He says, because you can see the little bits of spare ribs and pork chops sticking out the side of it as it's floating by. He went, really? Aye. He says, there's another jobby coming past now. Slightly lighter colour, the beige colour. He says, that's Mrs. Ornthorpe's up the road from him, works in the sweet shop. He says, how do you know that? He says, you can see the dolly mixture sticking out the side of it as it goes past. And he says, you see this extra large one floating past now, this huge thing. He says, that's me wife's. He says, how do you know that's your wife's? He says, because it's got me sandwiches tied to it.
Yeah. So Beaconsfield Mackham, what you going to ask then? That's the question.
Alan Turf Moore is Chubby Brown and Son, and welcome to the channel. There was another. Hello to Ken, old welder Ken, the oldest member. Has been the member the longest of the channel. Welcome to you. There was another.
Yeah, Mark Ellis looks like another Burnley fan that's joined us.
I'm just gonna. Here's Malta.
Hey.
How you doing, Malta? Are you all right?
Mr. Malta.
Just have to wait for the old carrier pigeon Wi-Fi to come through, I think. God, I really wish they would sort out the internet and the Wi-Fi at the stadium, because Peter Malta's trying his best to bring us some footage, and he just can't get a signal.
That's strange,
Oh, it's bad.
Your fans are here. Come on, up you come then.
3-star Reds, we got lucky yesterday though against Palace after our unofficial Welsh goalkeeper's antics.
There you go, Beaconsfield Mackham. He was sitting behind the chair, so he didn't have far to walk. But he always comes to say hello.
Lush.
Aye, did you see the mags? Says Darren. I believe that young girl mascot standing there in the centre circle.
Yeah, Yeah, even is it
Jordan
Josh? He normally has a good rant about Newcastle, but he was really going to town on them today, saying it was an absolute bloody disgrace that they left a Ben standing by himself in the middle of the stadium. Especially when all the Liverpool team took their mascots down to their goal mouth.
She had to go over to the photographer, if you watched it. She had to go over to the photographer and ask him where to go. Surely one of the officials should have noticed that or something, or one of the players come back on the pitch just to say, just go over there.
Or even
Wait,
man.
Hopefully they sort her out and give her some kit or something.
Oh, absolutely. Give him a Sunderland top.
I was just going to say that.
And ironically, she was out in the middle of the pitch while "You'll Never Walk Alone" was getting played.
Yeah.
That's exactly what she was thinking.
So ironic. So I'm just looking here. Sky Sports is showing it as a 4-2-3-1 tonight with Trey Hume on the wing, and Diarra and Siddiqui sitting in the 2.
Oh, is there?
Yeah, that's what the Babe is showing at the moment. But the Babe normally show that sort of lineup. Doesn't necessarily mean we play that. It could be a 4-5-1.
Are you confident? Are you lads confident tonight? I just hope. We're not a one-man team and we're running around like headless chickens without Granit Xhaka. Because if anybody out there thinks this is going to be a bye, this is going to be an easy game, then they need to pick up the prescription from the doctors right away. Because I tell you what, Sunderland are going to have to be on their ball tonight. They're fighting for their lives, Burnley. I think after they drew the last 3 games and they've played some decent sides. If I'm right, if I'm wrong, correct me.
Spurs 2-2 last game, wasn't it?
Aye. So we've got to be at our best. And you've got to be at your best to play every team. The minute mentality drops, and that's the only thing that worries me. With I've not got Xhaka on that pitch. It's like that circuitry board isn't a circuit board anymore. And we'll soon find out tonight. I mean, if we did lose tonight heavily and it was a bad performance, would that pretty much answer questions at the fact that we're a one-man team and we can't cope without Xhaka, and that really needs addressing? If that's the case,
nah, I don't think that's the case, really. To be honest, Cubby, I think. At the end of the day, it's yes, he's the on-field general. However, we've got some excellent.
Yeah. Burnley tonight, son. Would you? When does it start? 8:00. Would you take Would you take a point tonight, lads?
I'd take a point. I'd prefer 3.
Yeah, same. Definitely, it's going to be hard.
Burnley would take a point. To be honest, I think they would prefer 3 as well.
Hello, Gary Hoyle. How are you doing, mate? Steve SCFC says Hume again. Is really just that stubborn? Sorry to be negative, but I think he's on the wing. Hume. He's not going to be. He's not going to be in the midfield. I don't think.
I agree with Gary. I think I was a bit shocked there was no changes. I was thinking he may have brought start with my ender or something.
Aye.
Well, he's got Diarra and Talby on at the start of the game this time. He didn't have those. They were subs at West Ham. So
I love watching Talby at the minute. I don't know why. He's just such a clever player.
He is. I noticed straight away how quick he was.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? He's just such a unit, isn't he?
Yeah.
I will say something though quickly. Just with Adringa leaving today, I was a bit shocked he's gone, because I know he hasn't done much in the scene. He hasn't really had a great start at Sunderland, but he was starting to find his feet. And he's a bit of a tricky player. He's got all the, he's got the flair and he's got the dribbling. It's all there. It just needs his confidence boost. And I thought, surely we can't just let Adringa go and just rely on Mundle on the left. But then obviously we're getting in this new lad, this Venezuelan international, but to let him go that quickly after spending 24 million on him, it was a bit really?
Yeah, mind you, it sounds like we're going to get about 18 million quid back on him if he goes to Monaco permanently. And this young lad they've brought in,
Angulo.
I've been watching a few videos of him today, and I'll tell you what, he's a tricky little bugger.
I tell you what, Nick Barnes has said as well on Total Sport that the fact like all the other dominoes has fallen perfectly well to set the chain reaction off, which helps to trigger off this deal. And he says it is just a matter of time before that goes through. 6 degrees in Buckinghamshire, says Beaconfield. Steve SCFC says we're not a one-man team. We played a system we haven't used all season, and players played out a position. It was as simple as that. Damien, I don't think a point is good enough with the goal difference. We need 3. All day, take a point, says Beaconsfield. Hello, Kingfisher. How are you doing? Please like and subscribe. Yeah, click the thumbs up button. Thank you. And subscribe if you're new. I only need something like 70 odd to get to 5,000 subscribers. Macam on a mission says, Cabby, take a Prozac, mate. You sound as negative as thin.
You've always been the same, man, Cabby. With your nils and, you know.
Look, deep down inside, I want us to murder every team. But it's what you call supporting them for 44 years. The amount of times you get your hopes built up and it's like, it's a sting in the tail. But that's just my way of working things. If I big myself up too much, like, we're going to trounce these 5-0 tonight, you're going to be more disappointed, aren't you? But hey, everybody's in
Sunderland far too long, Cabby.
No, everybody's entitled to the opinion. I mean, if people want to think like, we're going to win 4-0, 5-0 tonight, then great. Absolutely, everybody's entitled to, think what they think. I'm always cautious. I'm always cautious as the fact, like, we've got to be at our best. Predictions really mean nout. I just like to say it minute by minute and see how it goes and see how the lads pan out. But we do look a different side this season. It does look like, not the old Sunderland of the past where they're predictable. They do things when you expect them to do things. Like tonight would be a perfect example. I wouldn't be surprised if we lost tonight because of the hoodoo. It's Burnley, and we got announced that we're the only team unbeaten at home.
Yep.
A bit like the minute you announce the manager of the month award, what happens after that?
Yeah, you lose 4 games off the belt. No, that's not going to happen, guys. That's not going to happen.
44 years. Who did you support in the first 20 years, says Rooster Cogbird. Cheeky!
Yeah.
I was more into carpet balls then, mate, before Sunderland.
My first game was in 1967. So I think I've been supporting Sunderland for a fair while.
We've got
my first game was 30 years after yours. 1997 was mine.
My first game was
30 years.
Carlisle United when we drew 2-2 at Roker Park with Carlisle. And Mark Proctor and Alan Kennedy, I think, were the goal scorers.
I can barely see the teams because we're in the clock stand, and at the tender age of 5-year-old, I had a little plank with some ropes on it, so I could see over the hoardings, like Chad.
We've got Niall Quinn, Kevin Phillips, and I believe Bobby Saxon might be in the stands tonight. It's just showed you. I seen Niall Quinn and I seen Peter Reid with his big gangster 1940s type big hat on, sitting there like they love the club, don't they? The pair of them.
Yeah.
Quinty's got his scarf on him, red and white scarf on. Looks good.
I know. It's good to see them. It's good to see them like that. It never leaves them, does it? Janet says referee is Paul Tierney. Anderlecht fans love him, says Paul Bowman. Damien, new lad Nielsen, 15 goals from 30 appearances, I heard.
That's not bad for a winger,
Yeah. I do expect Sunderland, for him to hold the scarf up wherever he may be. I've heard he's in Belgium doing the He's medical.
All in black.
Jamie Carragher and Core. Oh, what's his name? David Jones. Is it Dave Jones?
Yeah, Dave Jones. I used to be a director.
He's Sunderland through and through, you know.
Aye. It's that young lad as well. What do you call that young lad? The blonde hair.
Week after.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't remember his name, man.
Hume is captain. Like I say, give us thanks for the 2 subscribers. So 63 more subscribers to hit 5,000. That would be huge. That would be massive. John Dusud says, fingers crossed we get back to winning ways. We will have to work for it tonight.
It's Mr. Atwell on VAR, so we're screwed.
Oh, for God's sake! Well, he might be getting a bit confused, thinking we're red and white with Sheffield United, so we might be all right.
Line of players just shaking hands with all the Sunderland players.
Well, they've got to be singing Wise Men Say next, haven't they? I don't think. It's a pain in the backside having to pause it because of the copyright and stuff. Carl Wingfield, how are you doing? He says he's going to hope for a 3-0 win. Paul Bowman, blooming Morocco, took Talby, never played him. Now he might be ring rusty. Yeah, I know, it's frustrating. What you expecting tonight, lads? From the heart, what you thinking?
It will be, I reckon, a slow start. Probably go 1 down.
For Burnley tonight. Twansby and Foster scorers in the 2-2 draw last time out.
The opposite, I think, will be on fire. As soon as when the kick off, we've got to be on fire. Get that early goal against these, and then we can sort of sit back and keep the tempo that I like. We've got to hit that tonight. We have to. It's a must. We can't just go on another draw or a loss against Burnley. No disrespect to them. We must win tonight.
Leeds are 11 points clear of Burnley. It's a big ask for Burnley to stay up this season.
Maureen, good evening.
So all the mascots rush towards the touchline from their photograph on the centre spot. And the 2 captains, Kyle Walker and Trey Hume, come together, and confirmation in the last minute or so that Simon Adingra has moved to Monaco on loan until the end of the season. So everything's starting to click into place from a Sunderland perspective in terms of ingoings and outgoings.
So it's going to be a tough game. It will be a hard game.
Got to pause that again. A nuisance, I know. Copyright. I mean, if Elvis has got enough money, isn't he? Why is he going to affect, be worried about the cabbies?
He ain't going to be able to spend it, is he?
No. Thanks, Kingfisher. Apparently, we've just lost 1 in 12 to Burnley. Oh, well, that means we'll be fine.
They are attacking the Roker end as we look down from the Jimmy Montgomery stand. They're playing from left to right.
Off, I think we'll have.
The ball pushed back to Martin Dubravka in his light green goalkeeping kit tonight, and a big kick downfield, down the left wing. Looking to get Burnley upfield.
So let us know in the chat if the sound levels are all right.
And another high ball played up over the halfway line by Burnley, trying to get the ball up to Foster in attack, but Sunderland get the ball back again into the Burnley half, to the edge of the
evening, Andrew.
Burnley penalty area. And Dubravka pushes it out to Twansby, the Democratic Republic of Congo international, colleague of Siddiqui.
Yeah,
up to halfway, and another possible break. Foster chasing Mukiele back, but Mukiele gets the ball back to Roofs, who's all in orange, his native Dutch orange tonight, and he sweeps the ball down the left wing to Talby. It comes off his chest, and a quick throw taken by Kyle Walker.
What minute are you lads on?
Foster, but it comes back here down this right-hand side.
The audio.
And Ukachukwu Leslie Okachukwu, who's got
I'm
dual
on different
nationality,
ones. The
French and
audio
Nigerian,
is
eventually
something like
plays the ball back
1 minute
through
and 10
Twanzebe
seconds.
to Martin
And
Dubravka.
So I'm only
Slovakian
3 seconds ahead of the audio then. I'm paused it on Sky so I can
signed
catch
in
up
the
with
summer
views.
from Newcastle.
Otherwise, I'll be miles
Aye.
ahead of you.
Of course, at Manchester United in
hello, Revo. How you
2022
doing, mate? You okay?
season loan.
Tony Hunter
There's
says sounds
Talby,
good.
plays the ball back into his own half.
I mean, I'm watching the
into
Sky
another
on the
space
naughty
down
stick,
on the
and
right wing.
it's always about
Deep
40
in the
seconds
Sunderland
behind, but
half.
I'm not bothered really
It's
about
kicked
that.
down the touchline and bounces out on that far
I'm gonna
side,
spoil it for
away
me.
from Marcus Edwards.
I still remember
and
that
away
time
from
when
Perez.
the Coventry City game, man, Rich, when you were sitting there and I was jumping around,
Aye, no.
screaming
Burnley
all
foot,
over.
I'm not sure whose.
Hello, Malta Sunshine. Here's Malta again. He's going to try again with a carrier pigeon.
Alderetti wide to Reynildo, just inside his half, wide on the left.
Yeah, right, Malta, how are you doing?
Back to Alderetti.
Hi, lads.
Across to Dan Ballard.
Are you well?
Ballard wide to Mukeli.
Aye,
Mukeli back to Ballard.
You looking well, Malta? Does the stadium look full?
Chased and closed down
Stadium is full.
by Anthony. It's played out to Reynildo on the left, and now Talby. And Talby getting away from Foster.
You said
He's
a
opened up a
stream
bit of
yard.
space here to get back into midfield.
Ah, you know.
Fay,
Right, there you go.
in the middle of the
There you
Burnley
go.
half. Rolls it wide here now.
That looks absolutely
And,
packed, Malta.
Mukeli puts the ball into the
Oh, it
Burnley
is
penalty area.
absolutely
Scooped
packed.
in the air by Humphreys, I think it was.
Have you had plenty scran to keep you warm tonight?
And there's a handball. There's a free kick for Burnley.
What's that?
Have you had plenty scran and Bovril to keep you warm tonight?
Right in the middle of the
Oh, I've got my
Burnley
scarf.
half.
I'm not chip buddy like. I'm not chip buddy like.
Did they let you in though?
How'd it go wrong? What?
Burnley, big game for them.
Oh, they would let you in. I've
Next
actually
weekend,
voted
they're
in
at
before.
home to West Ham.
Sunderland's not like the blinking
Not
Hitler
Spurs.
regime at Tottenham Hotspur.
Conversation taking place between Trey Hume and Enzo Lefebvre. Reynildo steps
What are you
back
expecting tonight,
What do you make of
Malta?
the
to
start?
guard the
11,
breakaway. Talby
Rob.
on the left, just outside the penalty area.
The starting 11
In midfield.
It's Raw.
I think someone shouted some instructions to
bear
him
with
because
me a
he's jogged
second,
into the
Malta.
penalty
It's
box on the
Rourke,
18-yard line in the middle.
Ronaldo,
And
Alderetti, Ballard,
Hume
Mickey Early, Diarra,
sidesteps,
Hello, Beat
jogs
Studios.
away from the free
Talby.
kick. Fay will take
Hi,
this
Cole
for
Pember.
Sunderland. He just
Hume
passes it
and
to
Robbie.
Hume, and Hume into the penalty area. It's scooped towards the back of the box
Did you
and
get that,
cleared by
Malta?
Perez. Wasn't the most convincing of initial clearances.
Yeah, Rob's very
And it's eventually
quiet, like.
picked up again by Lefebvre on this left-hand wing. for
Sorry, is that
Sunderland
better,
in
mate?
the red and white stripes of Sunderland, and now
Bit
whipped
better
in
again, like I say,
on the
it's just, I
left-hand
think,
side.
Just adjusting to the stream yard.
And,
I've got my volume on full,
Diarra
like.
it was who was
Yeah.
trying to curl a
So,
ball in towards
team
the edge
is
of the
Ross,
penalty area.
Ronaldo,
Oh, no, I'm not
Alderetti.
saying what do you think of the team?
What do you think the team is saying, Rob?
Diarra again,
I think
flicking
it's
it
good
with the
take.
outside of his foot right wide to the left, looking for Talby.
Diarra
But
and Talby
Walker's
start,
holding
I
him
think,
off,
is an
and the
improvement
ball
of
rolls
last-
behind at the
on
corner
last
for a goal
weekend.
kick.
Because we were better once they came
Dubravka
on in the second half.
Getting
So,
the ball to his feet.
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
good
With
team
the
to
two
start with,
centre-backs
without
uh,
Jackman, of course,
Twanzebe.
but it is where it is.
and Esteve either side of the
And
6-yard
what do you
box.
think?
It may well be
the
they're playing
Hume staying
playing
as
four at
captain?
the back. I'm not sure.
Yeah,
they
it's
are
fair
playing
enough.
three,
He's
aren't
club,
As
he's
he-
As the
deputy
defenders
captain.
all run up to the halfway line now.
Takes over
And
when the boss man
Dubravka
can't be
with the
about. So,
kick. Up
Yeah.
through the middle. Ballard gets his head to it. Comes down though for
Hume's a
Perez,
good
and
player.
then
I
shows
just think
too
he was
much
in the wrong
for Hume.
position last
Plays it
last
No,
last
up and
match.
under
I think
for
he was,
Carl Walker
last
to
week,
knock back to
whatever
Dubravka.
position that he was
Just
meant to be
outside the
playing,
penalty
it just
area,
didn't work.
right of the D. Dubravka booed by
Hello,
So-
Clive, you're from
his former
Watchalong, the
Newcastle
jungle.
United connections.
Welcome.
Drops the ball to his
get
feet.
them, we get them from
Drives it
everywhere.
up over the halfway line. Hume
Malta, what's your
goes-
predictions
leaps
tonight? What
up
are you
for it, but it
expecting,
drops
mate?
Behind him for Ballard, wide on the right
You
on
know,
the
you know what it
touchline.
is? I
While
am
Foster goes to
expecting
close
us
him down. It's
to
played
take
back
a
to
lead
Robin
in the
Ruffs.
first half
Passes it
and
out
go
to
on and win the
Enzo Lefebvre,
game,
who's back inside his penalty
3-0.
area. Closed
I'll
down
take
by
that.
Marcus Edwards. Out to Ballard on the right. He,
I'll take that.
Somewhat
So,
panically
if you were a
plays the
betting
ball
man,
forwards then because he was
or woman,
surrounded by light blue shirts.
it would be Sunderland to
He's
win
come all
both
the way back
halves
to Dubravka in the 6th minute 0-0. We're live on BBC Radio Newcastle.
by 0. So
Transfer
Burnley
deadline
wouldn't
is
score any
passed.
goals.
Still waiting for confirmation of a couple of things to happen.
He's a good keeper, that Dubravka, mind. He is a good keeper.
Adil
As
Ashish
good
as
a
has
keeper
gone
I
to
might
spark
be,
the Schalke 04.
he can't be that
Everything
good if
started to slot
they're
into place.
second bottom in the
Simon
table.
Adingra
And
has moved
is it
on
9
loan, so
games
expect
that
to
haven't
hear
won for or something?
Nielsen Angulo, signed from Anderlecht.
I'm saying note.
It's on a
Mukeli
14-game
to Siddiqui.
unwinning run.
Back it
Yeah.
comes. No two at high.
In like October or something, November, isn't it?
Into Hume
It's the last
back
one.
to Mukiele and back to Ballard on the halfway line, and he just squares it to Alderete on the left of the
spot on,
centre
Revo.
circle.
Totally agree with that one,
Passes
mate.
it straight through the middle, and Ukachukwu plays it out towards the left wing. He was looking for Jaden Anthony. Mukiele slips. And
Malta, what do you reckon
sure
about
what
this
he
other
did,
player
but he
possibly
ended up on
coming
his
in?
A bit of an attack.
and he's limping back across the pitch, and the ball is back again with Burnley.
Oh,
with
Pigeon
Twanzebe.
Wi-Fi drops again.
Wi-Fi strikes again.
Ukachukwu out to Walker again.
I'm going to
on
ring
his right wing.
KLD after tonight and ask
On
him
the
to figure an
halfway line,
upgrade.
he plays it back to Twanzebe, and then Esteve, and then Humphreys, Bashir Humphreys, signed from Chelsea.
Richie, there, you looking nice and cosy with your Sunderland backdrop, mate?
Twanzebe.
Say that again, mate.
You looking nice and cosy there with the with all your backdrop, Sunderland?
Walker.
And South
I am.
Shields.
I've got my fire on. I have, mate. Got my fire on down here. Nice, keeping us nice and warm.
Slips it inside to
Good lad.
Florentino.
No, I'm gonna
And then to the left, as Humphreys pushed on.
I'm gonna be starting
Now
decorating
back
soon,
into
like, so
Florentino,
I'm gonna have to
wide
change
on the
everything
left
back
wing.
round again.
Played back by Humphreys to
I
Florentino.
can't wait for that, like.
And he plays it back into the centre circle to Twanzebe. Twanzebe out wide again to Kyle Walker, who plays it back to Axel Twanzebe.
Voiceover is too loud, says John. Yeah, well, it's a watch along. We can't let the commentary outplay outright because of the copyright carry on. But when things do happen, we do shut up.
Lovely ball played on down the left-hand side of the penalty area to Edwards on the goal line. Crosses. I think it might have taken a touch from Mukiele, but it's caught by Robin Ruffs. The ball that was swept in fairly comfortably.
Good patient build up there.
A lot of possession. Now Sunderland.
Good evening,
Siddiqui
David Knight. You
out through
okay?
the middle. Diarra.
Yeah,
to his
must have been
right,
tonight.
Wide again to Hume. Inside the Burnley half, just on the right wing. Behind him is Mukiele. Inside to Siddiqui. In the centre circle, and out on the left here to Alderete. Alderete over the halfway line. He's got Reynaldo wide. He goes back into the middle to Dan Ballard on the centre spot. He plays it to his right to Mukiele, and then forwards to Diarra. Diarra having to battle with Humphreys to keep hold of possession. Then he gets a return ball and he plays it into the penalty area. He's still going to try and shoot. Yeah!
Get in!
Diarra
He
in the
scored.
9th minute.
Get in!
Say
You
Diarra
can put that
would
down
get
as an
two
individual
today.
goal because they did a lot of work to take the ball into the
Forgetting who
penalty
it was,
area
but somebody
and
did
then
say
scoops it
Diarra
under.
too.
Martin Dubavka.
I paused my match by accident.
You know what you've got to know
Oh,
about that,
Paul
Nick,
Bowman
is
said Diarra
Yeah,
was
it's
the
deflection.
only
build up
win.
play. You know,
What a
you
start.
just-
That's what we
Deflection,
need, lads. That's what we need.
He's the big link, isn't he?
Yeah, Broby was
Deflection,
deflection.
you'll-
He holds it up, but again, he's
just that little touch through to him.
You take them all neat, wouldn't you?
Energy by Diarra. I thought he
Aye,
should have
definitely.
shot, but then he's taken a
This is
should
what
be
I-
given the goal, really.
We don't care.
This is what I mean. Get your shots in because it can bounce and it can go anywhere. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, Diarra gets the big build up.
That's what happens every time you try and shoot. Do you know what I'm saying? Sometimes teams don't shoot enough.
But Diarra's still a lot of work to do.
Out can happen.
Like we said, Nick, it's like a new signing, isn't
Yeah.
it? He's a new signing.
Get in that box.
He's got energy.
Work the ball in the box
Got
and
the
well you.
moves as well.
See what happens.
That's what's important.
That's a good. That's what we needed. We needed an early.
So-
We needed an early goal.
I think it
Now
took.
it can just.
1-0 Sunderland lead.
No.
I think it took two
9 minutes
deflections
played,
there.
We're into the 10th minute.
Oh, no, it didn't.
Obviously just been
Will
reviewed
that be an
quickly by
own goal? Do you think? Or
VAR. Goal stands.
Yeah.
Diarra's first for the club. As you say, like a new player. Habib
so when is it
Diarra,
an own goal and
Sunderland's
when is it not an own goal? Because that
Perfect
clearly
start for
came off their
Sunderland, though.
defender.
Slight deflection, I would say, is a given to the player, but a deflection like that would probably be given as an own goal if it's obvious. It's made the keeper. You can see it, like the keeper's down one way and then the ball goes the other.
And Enzo LaFace calling
That's
for
what I
the
reckon.
penalty area, but it's
You've
behind
timed
here
it well,
now.
Geordie Groundwater. Just
Back
stay
to
in for a few
Ballard.
more minutes, mate. We might get another
To
2 or 3.
Alderete on the left-hand side.
Good evening,
Alderete, Talby is halfway inside the Burnley half. Ballard.
Good lad, Revo, for
wide
holding
left
on.
to
Brilliant.
Reynaldo,
Happy days,
Alderete,
Durham Diver.
and back
Let's hope we
to
can push on and not
Robin
sit back
Ruffs.
to defend the lead. I don't think we will.
Ruffs outside his penalty area. pausing.
looking very comfortable.
Centre backs wide of him on either.
But it's right though, Durham Driver. I hope we don't sit back and get too complacent, because you can't. You're playing a Premier League team at the end of the day.
Just inside his penalty area.
Yeah, I've just realised with Ravo's
Hume, who heads it on down the right wing. Broby again trying to hold it up. This time he's bundled off the ball. He looked pleadingly at the referee. Portier gets nothing. Alderete runs back to tidy up at the back and lay the ball off to Reinildo on this left-hand side. And Reinildo's away over the halfway line, down the left. Talby now. Walker, he slips round the right of him, gets a push from Ukachukwu, still has it, a lovely flick inside with his foot to Reinildo. Reinildo crosses, the ball headed out.
Derek, how are you doing? We're all over them, mate.
Urged to shoot by fans.
We've got an early goal.
To Hume. Hume gets a big shove in the back. It's got to be a free kick.
Christ, man, says Paul. He's just popped to the kitchen.
Has indeed given Sunderland a free kick.
First game of the season when we played West Ham, I was away down Cornwall and I missed all 3 goals because I kept going to the toilet and I missed all 3.
Good play again by Talby on this
left-hand side. That really well, mate.
You remember it, yeah?
The inside of his left boot.
We kept on
Sunderland won, Burnley 0.
So
we're in the 13th minute. We're live on BBC.
Come on, 186 watching. Hit the thumbs up, please, and subscribe if you want to subscribe. If you can, it's free to do so. Try and get the Matt and Cabby channel to 5,000 subscribers. I only need 60 odd more.
Paul Bowman, yes, it was the Irish scored. A bit of a deflection.
For the subscriber, cheers.
Whether it's
left for Hume, who whips it in with his right foot, headed in the air by Esteve. Comes down then as Florentino's trying to get the ball clear, but it's picked up eventually by Mukeli. He swings the ball thinking the corner flag's a goal. Goal kick to Burnley.
If the shot wasn't on target,
Diarra goal
it's an own goal.
In the 9th minute.
You don't think the lads are going to sit back, do you?
Well, it's warmed the cockles of everybody's hearts. I think it's a
don't seem to be at the minute. We're still keeping a decent line. We're not sitting deep here. So we're still breaking on them as well.
Over the halfway line, towards the left. Played into the middle. They're looking for Foster, but Alderete brings it down. Slips it through to Lefay.
Yes,
out
Paul,
to Sadiki on the halfway line on the left. Behind his Reinildo.
Get 2 goals
again
so
Alderete.
That's the first one.
Alderete just turns and then turns again to slip away from Edwards. And lifts the ball up through the middle, over the top.
It's just a powerhouse, and you imagine probably being like maybe 5 or 6 inches taller, and he is like 6'4", 6'5". He'd be an absolute beast.
And Twanzebe in a sort of rush and hurry clears the ball into touch. They're not comfortable at the moment, Burnley at the back with Broby all over them.
He's a handful, isn't he?
He is.
Come on, son, we'll get a second and a third. Kill him off.
The centre circle leaves it for Ballard.
I bet the weather's nicer than it is in the UK.
Then out wide again to Reinildo on this left-hand side. Reinildo.
Hello, Davey G. Good to see you, mate. Not seen you for a while.
Ball off the Paraguayan. Plays it into the middle. Looking
Hope
for the
you're well.
1-2 with Anthony, but it's Ballard who comes across to tidy up and get the ball away.
That's a good
Edwards down on this left-hand side and out to Sadiki on the left.
Yeah.
And then inside again to Lefay. Lefay skips away from Anthony. Plays it in the middle to Ballard. Ballard across to Mukeli. And Mukeli down the right wing, and Humphreys has to shift it out for a throw.
Is it me, or did I see a burst of pace by Ballard?
You did see a burst of pace right across
no longer
the
only team to have not scored in the first 15 minutes of a game, says Chris.
Fact,
Janet says, hard to believe Sunderland are the low scorers in the Prem.
Around well, Sunderland. Helps, of course, to be 1-0 up. The ball comes back to
Listen from the USA. Hello, Glenn Huntley. Welcome, mate.
Florentino. Twanzebe gives the ball away. Falls here for Diarra. Diarra trying to just line it up for himself, but in the end it was a bit too fancy. Jaden Anthony's fouled as he tries to break. And it's a free kick.
So 59% of the possession is in the middle of the park at the minute.
Burnley,
good evening, Glenn Huntley, all the way from the US of A.
They are still in the FA Cup. They've got a home tie against Mansfield.
You're welcome, sir.
To look forward to. Here's Florentino, the 26-year-old Portuguese on loan from Benfica. Previous loans at Monaco and Getafe.
He's offside.
It's getting better. Chesty-Cuff's getting a lot better.
Actually will bounce through to Robin Russ.
It's
the big
fine.
Long high ball played up by Kyle Walker. 16 minutes all but played. Sunderland leading since the 9th minute, 1-0. Ballard, Roofs, and Roofs closed down by Anthony. Kicks up through the middle, looking for Broby, headed away by Maxime Esteve, onto the head of Hume. Hume down to Lefay, who gets away down the right side of midfield, looks for Mukiele, great ball into him, and now Talby tries to side foot the ball home.
Lucky.
Just past the post.
Good play again.
Good volley.
I'd like to see Broby get another goal tonight.
Yeah.
And it's gone behind for a goal kick. But Talby appreciates.
And to be honest, I'd like to see Talby score as well.
Ball played out by Esteve to Humphreys, wide on the left and looking for Foster. Brings the ball inside, but Ballard's there to tidy up a little bit of miscommunication with Mukiele, but it's eventually played back to Alderete. And away on the right-hand side, it's played back.
Headlines:
to
Police swoop on gang selling counterfeit Mr. Kipling Bakewell tarts.
Siddiqui,
A police spokesman told that they are exceedingly good fakes.
Comes back into his own half, lays it Ballard, and now the play.
That's terrible,
just left of the centre circle in the Burnley half, and behind him is Lefay. In the centre circle, Diarra back to Siddiqui. Siddiqui out wide to Mukiele. Mukiele back to Siddiqui. Behind him is Ballard. Ballard back to Roofs, and Roofs.
Nathan Slater says driving straight through the middle when the opportunity comes, just what we need.
For Ballard to chase across the touchline, can't keep it in. There's a throw to Burnley, 20 yards from the corner. On the Burnley left. Burnley attacking the Roker end in the first half. Throws taken, here's Florentino, left of the penalty area. Cross is headed away by Reinildo, but Kyle Walker is here on the right and turns back to Twanzebe. Kyle Walker, 35 years old now. Here's Ukachukwu, who gets the ball back from Edwards to Foster down the right of the penalty area. Turns in front of Ballard, back to Kyle Walker.
He stands there with his arms folded.
Twanzebe, Florentino, back to Twanzebe, and he lays it off.
Game starting to settle down, slow down a bit, do you think?
Inside to Florentino. Florentino crosses, headed away by Ballard at the corner of the penalty area.
Burnley
just knocked on by Diarra to Broby, who again holds off a
Still
step,
looking
looking for the run of Diarra down the
on
right, on the shoulder of Humphreys. Goes onto the right of him, out towards the touchline. Humphreys now just in front of Diarra. Diarra just plays it back to Trey Hume, inside to Mukiele, back to Hume on the right-hand side. And Hume back to Siddiqui. Siddiqui across the centre circle to Alderete. And he casually plays it down the left wing to Talby, back to Alderete. Played 19 minutes, Sunderland lead 1-0. On here,
7-6-2, Forest and Wolves have scored less than...
Knocked out by Twanzebe.
Oh, you're joking, aren't you?
The referee's he's overruled the assistant. Clearly a Sunderland throw, and the assistant gave it to Burnley. The referee overruled him.
That's a Stuart Atwell on doing the throw-ins, is it, Rob?
Reynildo.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah,
no doubt. Halfway inside the
I've got another name for him again,
Burnley
with
half.
a T.
Aye.
I have to admire the fact that he's wearing short sleeves tonight. His colleague on the far side is in long sleeves.
Let Burnley get back into this game and start getting possession football. And
plays it on to
you know, we're at home, Stadium Light Fortress.
Diarra, back into his own half to Mukiele, inside to Lefay. Lefay now just slipping it forwards to.
So we need to keep that going as much as we can, so teams will fear coming down.
Plays it across to Alderete. Oh no, he turns away from Edwards, then
plus the longer it goes on, it'll annoy the lads as well.
So Ballard in the centre circle, and Ballard.
I cannot wait for our show tomorrow. If we do win, mind the gap banners getting put up everywhere.
Oh yeah, plays it back just to Siddiqui, plays it left to Alderete, back to Robin Roofs.
Yeah.
Roofs.
They'll go in the bottom half, won't they? If we went like they
gets it out to Alderete on the left wing. And he lifts one up, looking for Broby. Headed away by Esteve. It's going to come for... Oh, it nearly came for Lefay. It bounced over him, in fact. And Florentino plays it behind him to Ukachukwu, who gets the ball back again and out to Walker.
Hello to the 209 watching, thank you.
The Burnley half still. Burnley in light blue.
Let's see if we can
Here's
get to 100
Florentino
likes before full time. We're up to 66 likes now.
Estef coming forwards now for Burnley.
Thanks for the
Left
3
of the
subscribers
centre
there.
Circle, squares it to his right, Twanzebe. And now Walker, back to Twanzebe. And
20 minutes
across to
gone.
his
What's your
left,
thoughts,
2
lads?
feet.
Yeah,
Estef.
doing all right. Doing all right.
Humphreys onto Florentino. And Humphreys
I'm happy with the start. Like,
just
been
inside
a
the
good
half.
start. We've got the early goal.
Into the middle again to Esteve, and now
Yeah,
to
just
Twanzebe
answering,
and onto Ukachukwu. Walker runs onto it. He left it, and Reynaldo's trying to run onto this. But in slides Ukachukwu, and that could have been embarrassing for Burnley and embarrassing for Kyle Walker.
In the Premier
But
League
they've ridden that, and the ball back out with Florentino in midfield
in the Premier League.
in the Burnley half.
It's sort of a
Played
balance.
across to the left-hand side to Humphreys. Humphreys, Perez just ahead of him, but to his right and just forwards a few yards is Anthony, Jaden Anthony.
Yeah, they've got our
again.
December and
Anthony
early
back to
January signing.
Humphreys in the middle of the Burnley half.
They've got some really tough
Squares it
games
to
coming up.
Twanzebe. 22 minutes played. We're almost halfway through the first half. Sunderland 1, Burnley 0. Florentino, good ball through the middle. Edwards goes over the outstretched foot of Michele. And the referee, right in front of the incident, gives the free kick to Burnley.
Cheers, Geordie.
Free kick. Have a look.
Easy free kick to give, that, isn't it, really?
Triple
Play
these
the ball,
two.
play the
Let
ball,
me
but
hit.
when the foot's still there, the referee's going to judge it to be a foul. But you're absolutely right, got the ball first.
No.
That's Michele's frustration.
9 in at the moment, Cabby.
I know.
Come on, peeps. We've only got 60 likes. Just hit that thumbs up
It's a long
button.
way out.
Yeah.
Very good for them there as well, especially with it being on
you're right
Sky.
about concentration. Sunderland are pushed out to the front of the D.
Another joke referee, says Rooster.
Edwards too,
Yeah, I
taking the
just
free
don't
kick.
think he's very funny, Rooster.
Both arms raised at the moment. Just left of centre this is Perez, who turns it to Walker.
Oh, that's a foul.
And
That's a foul.
back to, the referee's blown.
Yeah, iconic cheers from
Blown for the free kick.
the fans. Yes,
What
to
happened
tell the
there?
story.
And it's Sunderland's free kick.
Mac, I'm on a mission. Do you
the
think
middle of the
Europe is possible, lads?
Sunderland
Of course
half.
it is, yeah.
Well, it's possible, but we've
to-
already discussed this several times.
Siddiqui.
I'm just not sure
Siddiqui
we're
back
ready
to
for
Ballard.
Europe next season.
Ballard across to
Maybe he's
Alderete. Alderete wide
Consolidate
then
in
to
the Premier
Reynaldo.
League
And Reynaldo looking for
and
the run
then
of
in for
Broby, but
Europe
it's come
next
back
season.
to Talby, just inside his own half. He tries to get inside, and Florentino
But it's
pitches the ball
definitely
with his foot
possible.
out, just in front of Scott Parker.
Would you take Conference League?
Reynaldo gets the ball. Michele's not actually had a throw to take yet.
It's a little bit
tonight, is he?
easier.
Yeah, I suppose so.
Which is
but
quite interesting. Whether that's been
I don't know.
Yeah,
I think you need two good squads in
get a
depth
throw
for
Here's
Europe. I
Lefay.
just don't think we're quite ready
inside
yet.
his own half. Back to Ballard in the middle. Then to Michele,
Well, if you
who
look
touches
at
a
the
little
number
light
of
and
games
runs
the
away
Buggers
from
have
him.
to
And
play
Perez
when they're in these
tries to keep
European
it in, but he wins the
competitions.
throw
You can
on
add,
halfway
8
on the
10
left. The
games to a
Brazilian Lucas
season,
Perez
which makes it
sent
worse than
off at
being in the
Newcastle earlier in
Championship,
the season.
which was a slog.
2-1
Yeah,
defeat
the
there.
travel as well. Like
Here's
if you're
Walker,
going to
just in
Greece
front of
on a
Regis Lebris.
Wednesday night or Thursday night or
Inside.
whatever, you know what I mean? It's
Ukachukwu,
Yeah, look at Newcastle. They've got to travel out to FC Carrierburg,
from-
don't they?
Chelsea in the summer. But a
Come on,
season
Sunderland, we
Easy
need a
goal, horrible
second
goal.
goal.
Southampton. And now with Twanzebe.
We need that second
Forwards
goal.
again
Come on.
to
It's gone a bit
Edwards, back
stale.
to Ukachukwu.
Kingfisher's got a
Slips
good
it
point
forwards
there.
again
It's
to
an
Edwards, who's
interesting
forced
one
back by
because
Siddiqui to the
the
halfway
Premier
line.
League seems to be so
Twanzebe,
far ahead
and,
of
across on the
nearly
far
every
side,
other
floats the
European
ball
league
down to
that
Perez.
teams that aren't
and,
doing very
nods
well
it
in the
back
Premier
eventually
League
to
are doing
Esteve,
all
and then
right
to
in
Humphreys,
Europe.
back to
So
Esteve on the halfway
it does
line,
make you wonder.
left of the centre
The
circle.
PSG says on the social medias that South Shields could have beat PSG last night. They were that bad.
Rolls out for a throw to Sunderland on the left.
They could not hit the barn door with a shovel. I watched the whole game. They were terrible.
Halfway inside.
I agree, Gary.
Their
I
own half.
don't think we need it next season. Maybe it's the
Reynaldo
season after.
Comes
but
across and like Michele,
not
taps
next
the
season,
match
it'll be
ball off
maybe
and comes and picks another off
Mind
the
you
cone.
saying that, if they go into Europe,
Blue
they'll have more
boots,
money
very
to spend.
distinctive
So
blue boots,
they'll
Reynaldo.
just buy a new team.
And he'll take a throw now. Back
Is Europe actually
down
all that,
Ballard.
to be honest with you?
Taking it across the
If they
18-yard
wanted
line
to,
and
they could, but
over to the right-hand side to McKaylee. McKaylee
Champions
closed down
League,
by
I suppose,
Anthony,
but
floats it
All
down
the other-
towards
what we were saying the
Broby,
other day, though, Cabby,
headed
you
it
know,
back,
if
it
we
comes
get into
down for
Europe, we can
Siddiqui.
attract better
Now
players.
Diarra controls it off his chest and back to
marketing
Ballard.
it'll be good for the
Forwards
club,
down the right to
marketing-wise.
McKaylee, and he slipped it through past Florentino, who also intercepted it to Lefay, and Lefay gets over to Reinildo, to Siddiqui. Forwards now from Reinildo to Talby, tapped out by Walker. It's a throw to Sunderland on halfway,
We need another goal.
which will be taken by Reinildo.
Stats are interesting. Sunderland
Reinildo
55,
then
Burnley
Needs
45.
some support.
We've got
Talby,
3 shots,
Lefay,
one on
Lefay
target,
comes
and 1
down,
goal.
chests it back to
Burnley,
Reinildo,
more
and
shots.
Ukachukwu
Of
puts
any
it back
kind.
out again for another Sunderland throw.
According to the beep.
Reinildo gathers the ball again. A yard inside.
But the Beaver behind them, you just still be
Burnley
talking about the
half,
West
down
Ham game, won't they,
left-hand
Rob?
side, steals a few yards,
Yeah, I
throws
think
it
they are,
down.
actually, yeah.
Walker heads it out again. Talby will leave this for Reinildo, this throw, halfway inside the Burnley half.
Hume's having a better game, mind.
Reinildo back to Ballard,
Yeah.
back to Robin Ruffs,
He's
who's outside his penalty
on West
area.
Ham.
Ruffs, Foster goes to close him down, wide to McKaylee, looks for Hume, and it's intercepted. It comes back to Diarra, who plays it back in the middle to Ballard. Ballard out wide on
I
the
wonder
left
if
to Reinildo.
Labrie now
28th
sees
minute.
Hume as a winger.
Reinildo onto the halfway line,
Aye.
plays it
Possibly.
back to Alderete,
Sort of
on
like a
again
wing
to
back
Siddiqui on the
type
left,
thing.
and wide to Talby.
Yeah.
Talby now
Better going
taking on
forward than
Twanzebe,
defending.
back to the edge of the area and slips it back into the middle. Good
Just
ball
a
from
trial-
Diarra, leaves it for
trial
Lefay. Tried to get it through to Mukeli. Diarra eventually does. Back to Diarra. Florentino came to make a challenge. Siddiqui's in the middle, and Siddiqui now
Crossing sublime, no trade.
plays
Hume.
it out wide.
One of the best
to
I've seen like
Mukeli.
play
Down
for
the
us.
right of the penalty area to Lefay. Forced out to the touchline.
Need that second though,
He'll
because
play it back
Burnley will get more and more
to
confidence the longer it stays 1-0.
Mukeli and battle Diarra and back to Ballard. Back out to the right to Hume. Mukeli's down the touchline, and it just goes out off Mukeli for a throw to Burnley. In the
We've got everybody
29th
back, Burnley, like when we're going
Sunderland
forward.
leading 1-0. Humphreys lifts one up towards the halfway line. Alderete heads it up and then heads it
It's
down
not going to walk
to Reinildo.
if we try and
just
walk the
inside
ball
Burnley
into the
half.
box.
Back to Alderete.
Nah.
Alderete skips away into the
They look so
Burnley
comfortable
half
at the
and it's
back row at
given
the minute,
ball
which
away
is
to
playing
Edwards. He
themselves
casually
out
tried to
of
play it
trouble.
back to Siddiqui. Picked up now
Seeing that.
here and taken away down this right-hand side and played on by Anthony to Walker. Inside to Ukachukwu, but he's lost it to Lefay. Intercepted by Florentino, but straight to Reinildo. Back to Ruffs, who puts his foot through it, up over the halfway line. Broby can't get around Twanzebe.
I think that's because they're all in,
Comes back to
all in the
Lefay,
Premier
trying
League.
to get it on again
Paul.
into the Burnley half. But eventually Pires on the far side brings it down.
I'm still going 40 points, Durham.
To Bashir Humphreys. And Humphreys
I
back into
still
the middle to
say
Estef.
36, but
And
40
across
is
to
better.
Twanzebe. Signed from Ipswich, 2 years at Ipswich, having been at Manchester United and spent loan
So if we
spells
win tonight,
at
I think
Aston Villa.
if we win
That'll be
another
out
2
of
games,
36.
that's it. Yeah.
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 Couldn't get more extreme than Napoli and Stoke, could you really?
I mean,
And we've done
Spurs-
that before
Spurs
March.
Is
the Spurs finished
Siddiqui
17th
through
with
to
27
Broby in the
points last
penalty area,
season.
trying to turn, nudge down, Talby trying to control it, plays it back out to Lefay, he shoots straight at Dubravka.
Yes, Spurs stayed up
Comfortable
with
save for
27 points
Dubravka,
last
but a good
season.
shot.
Crazy
nonetheless
that,
from
isn't
Lefay.
it? Relegation.
Mind you,
That's definitely
say that,
relegation.
yeah.
It's a good way out.
He had probably 3 of the worst
Still 1-0
teams
to
that have
Sunderland.
played in the Premier League below them. But
There's a foul by Lefay on Anthony on the touchline.
Robbie was unlucky there. Great.
They'd have been good at West Ham
Started
losing
strong
against
again.
Chelsea, being 2-0 up as well.
yeah, that'll have knocked the wind out
Half an
of
hour
the
Yeah.
sails a bit.
overplayed. Free kick.
Very feisty
to
at the end, though. You see the action at the end?
I did,
Yeah.
I.
Few loose heads there.
As at the beginning of the season, Sunderland playing 2 teams in claret and blue in successive matches.
I'll have to the big
With
bloke
the
for West Ham when you hide the
Free
Chelsea
kick
player.
from the,
He's like a big
right
wrestler. You
side.
just get out of him and just hide him. So funny.
he plays it back though to Pires.
He's a
Pires
Dharma
slides
Traore.
up into the
He's
penalty
a
area,
beast.
and it
He is.
bounces away from Humphreys behind for a goal kick.
John C says, stop talking survival, start talking Europe, he says. The Flynn Watchalong says, is it the fly-in? Holucha, good evening lads, think you can manage Europa League this season? Hey, who knows? Good to see you. If anybody's new to the channel, hit the subscribe button, as you say, it's free to do so, thank you. And we only need 16 more likes to hit 100, thank you.
Out again to Hume, tried to get it back inside but gave it away to Humphreys, who gives it back to Hume. Now Hume finds Lefay just at the back of the centre circle. A lovely ball down that right wing now for Mukele into the penalty area on right, trying to look for Diarra.
Yes.
Yes.
Get in!
Mukele pulls it back to
Yes!
Diarra. Florentino.
What a ball by Lefay.
And Diarra pulled the
beautiful.
trigger, and it's now 2-0 to Sunderland, and Habib is on a hat-trick.
Again, great play by
Bowman.
And you know what?
Good prediction there.
We've given
Good
Lefay
prediction.
a lot
did say
more
Diarra
responsibility
2
with Jacka not being there. He's the one who's actually he's the one who's pulling the strings. Excellent pass.
Mukele.
He's pulled it back.
Get in, sunshine.
Diarra's there again. Excellent strike. He's on the hat-trick.
Come on!
Sunderland lead 2-0. Great finish, composed finish from Habib Diarra.
This feels better, doesn't it, than last week? But still, don't sit back, lads. Keep it going.
For the goal scorers. Diarra's getting the big.
We're Burnley 2-0 behind against Spurs.
Hey ho again.
Somebody made me aware.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
If we want to jump up to 6 or 7, we've got to score 7 goals.
Really?
Get in.
Marco's going to get slated for that there.
A little bit premature.
I should be saving that.
So.
He's a reject from up the road, isn't he?
Yeah, exactly.
Sunderland double the lead.
That was pretty poor from Dubravka there, mind.
Again, no problem.
I said he was a good keeper as well.
Anything's concerned with that. And
Sunderland up to 8th. Mind the gap, everybody. My friend Brett Sports is saying, mind the gap.
Diarra.
Yes. We will be. I think we might just be reiterating the gap thing.
I've just said to Brett, it's not our yet. It's not our yet.
Give him that responsibility.
Yeah.
You're going to think of some creative ways, are you?
Yeah. It's a throw to Burnley. Third of the way inside the Sunderland half. 34th.
Connor Hutton says, sound cliche, but doesn't half feel like a new signing, this lad. You can see what the scouting department saw in him.
Back to
brilliant. On about Diarra there, by the way.
One win away from home this season, Burnley. I guess in some ways it doesn't come as any surprise. It came at Wolves 3-2. There's a ball headed
good young player, isn't he? He's
Hume
hungry.
just behind
He's
the
hungry
centre
for
circle.
success.
Yeah.
Alderete tries to knock it on again.
It's hard to believe just 3 years ago we were getting beat 5-0 off Rotherham, isn't it?
Down to Mukele. Tackled on the touchline, throw to Sunderland. Just inside the Burnley half.
Another goal game, what do you think?
Another 5 will be up to 7.
35th minute, 10 minutes just over until half time.
Like that.
Hello, Macamillion, mate. Good to see you. How you doing?
First half.
I hope you're keeping well. How's the TikTok channel gone?
Moved on loan to Monaco. Adil Avshish has joined Schalke 04 on a permanent loan as Lyle Foster makes a break, having made a challenge in the
Calm down, early days, says Colin.
Anthony, corner of the penalty area, and the ball played in here. Reinildo flicks it up in front of Roofs, and Alderete has to coolly play it out to Talby. Sunderland still have a player lying down on the pitch on the far side. I think it's
really
Mukele. He's still lying on the pitch in the Burnley half, just close to the touchline. The play is carrying on here. Jaden Anthony has the ball inside to Florentino. Florentino down the left of the penalty to Perez. The ball put behind to Alderete for a corner.
Even though he didn't play in the final because he was suspended.
The Brazilian.
Okay,
the referee's coming back now to
Paul Bowman says 1-4 now. Well, we have to get a third one.
First corner of the game.
Before that.
It's going to be Burnley's. Burnley's in the 36th minute.
Why is the Geordie in? We've got Geordies in the top,
Mac Conviction. You've got to read that one, Callie.
What?
You've got to put that one up if you can, mate.
Caught him. I think it was his ankle, was it? I think he's
It's
stuck
not
on his
over yet.
ankle.
How are you, Cabby FFS?
Mick says, sorry Macam Cabby, tried watching you, but commentaries and voices line in one way, it's irritating. Aye, sorry mate, it's a watch along. We can't let the commentary play outright because we'll get told off for copyright. That's the only reason we talk over it, mate. But we do keep quiet when Sunderland are on the attack and the things are happening. But it's out of my hands, I'm afraid. So you're welcome to stay. Just come and go as you please. There's no contract to stay.
Tonight, mainly because of the wind. Actually, it's a wind chill factor.
I'm on a mission, yeah. It's not over yet, Cabby. How are you? I'm off to the shop at half time. What tap ones do you want?
Reminder, Total Sport back tomorrow night at 6 o'clock. I guess we'll be tying up all the loose ends of the transfer window tomorrow night from 6 with Simon.
I'm just
Pride.
not used to this new
And
Sunderland.
on Saturday, we have full commentary of Arsenal against Sunderland, and don't forget Wednesday night we've got full commentary on BBC Radio Newcastle.
No, I mean people are welcome to come and go. If some people don't like us talking, there's nothing we can do.
Yeah, Mukele's up on his feet and off the pitch.
The only other thing we can do is knock the commentary off completely in the background.
Which is this curious rule where the team that's had the injury is the team that's penalised.
I'm going to go to B&M's and I'm going to get my army lozenges, to be honest with you. I will get some.
So a corner from the left.
It's YouTube law, says Macam. It is.
Plenty of blue shirts up and around the penalty area.
Let's have a third before half-time. That would be nice, wouldn't it, for Sunderland?
The ball is swung in. It is headed out by Lefay, straight to Walker.
Cheers for the 3 subscribers, thank you.
Back out wide, who's on the left for an offside against Burnley. Free kick to Sunderland. Mukele still
101 likes, thank you. Who scored? Diarra scored both. I think he's been given the first goal, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's
nearly the 39th minute now.
First goal and second goal. So
38 minutes played.
9th and 32nd minute. Robbie set up the first.
Still waiting to come back on. Now the referee's indicated he can return. Robin Ruff's strolling out to midfield, just outside his penalty area on the right.
Clive says, if you've got to talk to keep commentary, chat away, lads.
Players over towards the right in a corridor either side of the centre circle. The ball floats up deep into the Burnley half. Esteve heads it away.
First goal's been given an own goal, apparently.
And back to Reynaldo. He steered it back to Robin Ruffs at the edge of the Sunderland penalty area. Burnley in light blue, incidentally, tonight.
So there we are. Diarra's not been given the goal according to
ball here with
Rooster.
Down to Reynaldo. Down the line again.
Babe still got it up.
Talby.
Oh, yeah, it's the Babe. The Meppies haven't quite caught.
People seem to forget what a watch-along actually means, says Beaconsfield, I know.
And Reynaldo and Florentino knocks it off Broby out for a throw to Burnley. Esteve now in the middle of the
fly-in for Luca. I think you're probably right. I think there's a fair chance that Frank will get the
6'3"
before the end of the season.
Eventually across to Humphreys, on to Florentino, up towards Jaden Anthony,
a couple of
wide on the left,
pundits on YouTube are reckoning Spurs might be
to Burnley,
well in for that
third
inside bottom slot
Sunderland half,
below West Ham.
Back to Humphreys.
They're not doing too bad, Coventry. I mean, they're miles ahead. I mean, yes, they've been caught up by second place, but third place isn't going to catch them, is it?
Pires again. And the defenders called upon as it's played back to Dubravka, and Broby left it to Diarra to put pressure on Dubravka, and Walker plays the ball across now to Humphreys. Humphreys bringing this up to halfway for Scott Parker.
Live score has Diarra as well.
Scott Parker watches with his hands behind his back. The 45-year-old in charge since July 2024.
Oh, we've lost Richie.
Back it comes then to Kyle Walker, just inside
Richie.
Burnley half. It's interesting because having Club Brugge, players like Talby and Siddiqui will be very familiar to Scott Parker, as he will have faced them in the Belgian Pro League. Cross in towards Foster, headed out by Ballard. Diarra now trying to get the ball clear. Rolls it to Reinildo. Reinildo away down this left wing. Talby's ahead of him. Good ball played down to him in the Burnley half. He's onside. He lays it back off to Reinildo on the left. And Reinildo swings it across the pitch, looking for Trey Hume. The overlap goes from Mukaili. Hume plays it back though to Ballard, just on halfway, inside to Siddiqui. And Siddiqui then to Alderete. Alderete just over the halfway line, on to Talby, who's pushed about a bit by Twanzebe and Florentino before Lefay wins it back off Edwards. And then Alderete plays it straight at Florentino. He gets caught on the knee, Alderete. Play continues.
It was
I think
Mia or Geordie come back. Only joking.
There wasn't.
Who's that?
And play continues.
Oh, he's made some other comments as well. A little bit earlier.
Oh, Ian's
Malcolm
Ian's alright.
The best part. Even comments by the Geordie.
I think Ian's alright. I think it's because you're from South Shields or something. I don't know.
Back to Axel.
Ian's been in for a long time.
Into the middle, Estev forwards to Florentino.
Just a little bit unneeded, like,
again to
be fair.
I don't know.
Nudged by Reinildo.
No
down.
idea.
Free kick to Burnley.
Come on then.
The 43rd minute.
He's definitely Sunderland through and through as well, Richie.
2-0. 2 goals from Habib Diarra. Edwards getting away down the right here.
The flying road shot. As a United fan, I lavish a Tottenham thrashing, but the Manchester clubs have hidden weaknesses.
Out to Humphreys on the left, in the Sunderland half. Forwards.
Yeah, I would
Perez.
agree. Totally,
Drift
John.
away.
A
Anthony
goal
trying
is a
to-
goal.
it was
Is a
Perez,
goal.
it is
Doesn't
Perez.
matter who scores it.
Inside
as
to
long as it's
Florentino.
through.
Again inside into the middle. Ukachukwu, who lays it off to Twanzebe, and out to Walker on this right hand side. Walker inside. Edwards covered in mud. Edwards. Ball played forwards to him, but Reinildo cuts it out.
And I
and
say
then
we've got
Ukachukwu
Texan
cuts one out. It comes off
joining
Anthony.
us tonight as
Lefay
well,
gets
Cabby.
there before Florentino, and the ball breaks.
Hello,
from
Stephen
Talby.
Hensel, you all right,
Little
mate?
back heel to Lefay, wide on the left here, and Lefay tried to slip it in between Florentino and Walker, but Burnley get possession back. Humphreys now in the centre circle. Hume battles for it, wins it. It's laid off by Mukaili to Diarra, to Hume at the back of the centre circle. Forwards through the middle to Lefay, but it rolls off him. And Twanzebe plays it back to Humphreys here in the Burnley half. In the 44th minute, Sunderland lead 2-0. We're live on BBC Radio Newcastle. Walker out wide on the left, on halfway. Perez back inside to Ukachukwu. And again, a couple of yards past square to Kyle Walker. Forwards then to Anthony, who leaves it for Walker again. And then down on this right wing, Edwards. Edwards in the Sunderland half, taking it on for Burnley. And across on the left-hand side. It's picked up by Perez.
Cheers for tuning in, Steve, mate.
Inside to Ukachukwu.
Turn the screw.
Back
Great
again
chance to increase the goal
Humphreys as Burnley
difference.
try and patiently build
Do
up
need a
towards
third
the edge of the
before half time.
Sunderland penalty area. Humphreys again. He's got Ukachukwu inside of him. He's tried to find Anthony, but a pass which sweeps past Anthony back to Robin Ruffs. He's got Lyle Foster on his shoulder trying to put him off. But Ruffs is having none of it. Plays it down to eventually Mukaili on the touchline. A lovely little flick over the top by Hume for Habib Diarra, who's surely been tugged back down and pulled over. And that is a booking.
He's some player, they are.
Lucas, it was Foster, wasn't it? But
You're going 3-1 Sunderland. I have a sneaky
For that.
suspicion Burnley will bag one. Moisey Monteiro, hello, I'm a Sunderland fan from Portugal and I'm watching your video, and also I'm preparing to watch my Portuguese club FC Porto play in the Portuguese League. Sunderland and FC Porto forever. Welcome along, mate.
The evening.
Nice one, Moises.
Welcome. Damien says, not many comments from the Burnley contingent.
4 minutes being added on. Ukachukwu then in the book. Free kick then for Sunderland, right side of central midfield, 30 yards odd out. We're in the first minute of the 4 being added on, and Hume again curls us in, It's headed down towards, well, they're looking for a handball here. Sunderland, Broby's appealing, so did Diarra, but they're the only two really who are, as the ball bobbled down onto a defender to clear. Good ball in from Hume, it caused a bit of problems. And now Kachukwu plays the ball across to Estev, wide down the line to Pires. Pires on to Edwards.
So own goal, first goal now.
And
it don't matter. It's goal's a goal, isn't it?
To Humphreys. Walker. Through the middle for Edwards. Back of the D. Mukiele blocks his attempt to play the ball into Pires and chases the Burnley player Edwards out to the touchline, leaves him on the floor, plays the ball inside then to Diarra. Florentino's all over him, he slips it behind to Ballard, then to Hume, back to Ballard to Diarra, who's making the run on to Broby on the halfway line on the right, and then wide. It's slipped in by Mukiele to Taubi, who's out on the right now. Siddiqui in the centre circle, wide to Reinildo on the left. Lefay's making a run through. Reinildo, not many options actually, has to go back to Siddiqui and then into the centre circle to Ballard. And Ballard to Mukiele. Back again to Ballard. Now Alderete on the left. We've played 47 minutes. We've got 2 more minutes of the minimum 4 being played on at the end of this first half. Sunderland leading 2-0. Here's Mukiele again. And leaves it for Hume. Hume inside to Diarra. Diarra in the centre circle to the left to Reinildo. Taubi's back on this left wing. Taubi here then on the left-hand side. Taubi looks up, but he's going to leave it for Reinildo. And Reinildo plays it back to Diarra on the left. Into the middle to Siddiqui. And Siddiqui just playing it to his right. Ballard. Ballard then to Mukiele. And Mukiele out to Hume on the touchline. Plays it off Pires. It rolls back along the touchline, stays in, and Hume plays it back to Robin Roofs outside his penalty area. To Ballard on the right. Ballard into the middle to Siddiqui. Siddiqui into the centre circle to Lefay, who gets it back again from Noah Siddiqui, then to Habib Diarra. Diarra again, just leaving it for Siddiqui. Back again to Diarra, and Diarra will play it again to Siddiqui. Onto the halfway line, he tried to thread it through to Broby, blocked, and Ugachukwu will come away with this for Burnley. Looking for Anthony at the left corner of the Sunderland penalty area. We're at the last minute of the 4 being added on, and Pires fires a ball into the side netting.
Burnley's been very poor, mind, or have we just been too good?
Side of the Sunderland penalty area.
We've been good, but
2 goals from
Burnley
Diarra
really
then,
haven't
9th minute, 32nd
honest.
minute, 2 very good finishes
stats-wise
from the
for
Senegalese.
Half,
Has put Sunderland in the driving
53%
seat.
possession for Sunderland, 47 for
Robin
Burnley.
Roofs placing
We've
the
had
ball in the
6
middle of
shots,
his
2 on
6-yard
target.
line. We've got
scored
5
10
seconds of the
goals.
minimum
They've had
4
1
minutes
shot,
left
on
to
target.
play.
They've only had 2
I suspect
touches
he
in
may
our
well blow
box
when the ball is in the air here
compared to 10
from this goal kick
that we've
from
had in
Robin
their
Roofs,
box.
and indeed he does. Paul Tierney, the
There goes the
referee.
half-time
And I
whistle.
think Sunderland can be very
Yeah,
satisfied
good first
with
half.
their
Quite
football
happy
in the
with
first
that.
half, and especially satisfied with those 2 finishes from Diarra, but the contributions made in both goals by Broby, Lefay and Mukiele.
Yeah, you got to say, you know, good 45 minutes. He wanted that second goal, just gives you that little bit of
And there's the music getting played. Hello, Townie. Listening on my dinner break from Vancouver. I'm predicting 1 more goal in the second half. Welcome along. Commentator just says, how would you sum up the half as a whole? I think it's been...
Very positive for Sunderland.
Yeah, absolutely.
Cheers, Tony. Have a good night's kit, mate.
Is he going? Is he off to bed?
Yeah, he's showering bed. He's probably got an early start in the morning.
I know. I'm just going to get a drink of water and then dispose of some bodily fluids. Be back in a second.
Yeah, early starts are a bit of a pain when you've got games that go on till after 10 o'clock. It's fortunately I do not have to get up in the morning, but I can guarantee I will be up probably by about 4 o'clock.
Ollie, tea. I don't want to shout too loud because my microphone's on.
Yeah, he's not a bad player, that Shackhead, but 70 mil for, you know, a relative unknown. It's a little bit on the steep side, one thinks.
Oh, dear.
Yeah. Paul Mason says you need to stop the timer, Cabby. Or
oh, okay. Yeah, I've just been on the 2 seconds.
Reset it at 45.
I've got a
Man
habit
of the
doing
match
that.
so far today. It's either got to be Diarra because he's effectively scored 2 goals, even though somebody's taken one of them away from him. The other one would be Broby for his hold-up play. He's just a tank. He's doing what we need him to do, and that's. Yeah, we've got the global contingent in again, Cabby. We've got Alan Howie's joining us from the Gambia at the moment.
For the Gambia, welcome. Gambia. How are you doing? We've got it's worldwide audience. We usually get a lot of Australians coming in as well. Yeah. Evening all, everyone. Nice and relaxed. Yeah, let's hope it continues that way. What we don't want, second half, we don't want Burnley coming out getting an early goal because that means the anxiety levels will rise again. But so far, so good.
Yeah, been to the Gambia. Loved it. Great holiday there. Came back. Well, having been bitten inside the ear by something and ended up in agony for 2 weeks. But
I often get that when I've been to the clubs in Sunderland years ago.
Not in the ear, not on the ear.
All right. Cheers for the subscriber. Cheers.
Yeah, a thoroughly enjoyable holiday. Close to a place called Serekunda, which is one of the major cities there. Yeah, Riyadh as well. Paul, is that Paul Pope who used to live in Gibraltar by any chance? Paul Pope? Because if it is, I know you.
Cape Town coming up 11 p.m. I hate it when the interview plays at half time.
Yeah. It is Paul Pope. It is the Paul Pope that I know. Yeah, Rob the Weatherman, mate. If you remember me, used to live just down the road from here in the flats on Four Corners.
Pizzazz used to get crabs just sitting on the sofas in Pizzazz. Yeah, Richie was messaging us. He's a bit he's miffed why he was called a Geordie. I've no idea. Get yourself back in the chat, Rich.
Yeah, come back in, Richie.
I don't know what it is. Is it big? Is it because he
I
sounds?
wonder if they've confused Richie with Don. Because Don's joined the stream a few times, hasn't he?
Oh, he could be. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I know there's a lot of people that live in South Shields that sound more Geordie than Mackham, but that's got nothing to do with it. You can be a Geordie born and bred and still support bloody Sunderland. Your accent's got nothing to do with it, has it? But it could be. It could be. You might think it's Rob because he's not seen Richard much. You see, because Richard was out for a long time away from the channel.
But as I say, it's quite possible I thought it was Don because Don has sat in on a few of the streams that we've done, Cabby. So
possibly. Because when Don was in the chat, he was having a laugh with Don as well, saying, "Oh no, what's this Geordie doing in here?" But he's just in good banter.
Yeah, that's all it is. That's all it is.
Yeah, I'd never seen a halftime interview from a player before. It's a bit weird, isn't it? It should be in the dressing room, getting these oranges.
Yeah, it was interesting. This Paul Pope, lovely lad, Paul, got on very well with him. I was the idiot wearing a suit and tie, middle of summer in Gibraltar, standing waiting to walk across the runway to get from the town to the house. And I got on talking to this lady, and she says, "Where are you from?" I says, "Oh, I'm from near Sunderland." She says, "Oh, my husband's a Sunderland fan," and it turned out they lived 2 doors down the street from us. But we hadn't met them; they'd only just arrived. So, nice guy is Paul. Got on really well with him. Yeah, South Shields is halfway city really. There's a lot of Geordies from South Shields. There's a lot of Sunderland fans in South Shields. When you get up to Jarrah, it's slightly more Geordies than Mackhams. And when you get into Hebburn, Mackhams are fairly scarce.
I get called all kinds, man. That's like, well, being in the taxi, getting all the Carlisle folk and things like that. All I get all the time is, "Are you a Geordie? Whereabouts from Newcastle are you from?" And I could get offended, but I just say, "I'm from Sunderland."
Yeah.
No,
I'll just tell them I bleed red and white, mate.
There we go. Sunderland AFC is delighted to announce the signing of Nilson Angulo, subject to international clearance. That is great news. An Ecuador international, the 22-year-old winger, arrives from RSA Anderlecht for an undisclosed fee. Angulo has signed a 4.5-year contract at the Stadium Light with a club option of an additional year. That is fantastic. You've heard it here on the Mackham Cabby channel. There we go. We have signed. That's good news, Rob.
Yeah, it is. He's a good player. It's a good player. Tricky little winger. He likes his step overs and his drags, but he's quite skillful. Yeah, Beaconsfield, Mackham, I wouldn't even bother being nice about it, mate. I just tell them I bleed red and white and normally spit when they say that other word because I'm learning off Colin. Hey, Sue. There's a chap on the chat here called Paul Pope. And Paul Pope, Sue says hello, mate. Janet, is that because your family were from Sunderland, or did you just decide you didn't want to be a Newcastle fan coming from Gosford? Too posh in Gosford anyway to be Newcastle fans. Yes, I'm trying to be very careful, Colin.
Oh, dear me. Oh, I tell you what, it's nicely chilled for this Monday night, isn't it, at half time?
Yeah. Yeah, it is nice to feel relaxed and not worried about only being one goal up or down.
I know.
Yeah, I'll just need to train Bounty to spit, Colin. That's all it is, mate.
Fair play to the Burnley fans who've made the trip to Sunderland in a taxi tonight.
Oh, God, I bet that cost a few bob, mate.
I think only but because there's not much public transport. Would you make any changes at half time, Rob?
No, I would leave it as is at the moment. Possibly bring on Wilson late in the game.
Yeah. Cheers for the subscriber there, thank you.
Half-time highlights.
Half-time highlights. We need another goal, do you think will see us through, Rob? We're not going to sit back on a 2-0 lead, are we?
No, I don't think we'll sit back. We've got too much of the game, mate. Too much of the game.
Ah, you must have been fighting over it. Oh, dear.
Trying to look for Diarra. It falls for him and he scores again. Mukeli pulls it back to Diarra. Florentino got in a bit of a muddle with him. And Diarra pulled the trigger. And it's now 2-0 to Sunderland. And Habib is on a hat-trick. And Burnley have made a change at the break. They're on the break themselves. Edwards into the penalty area. And
slipped
a
up a little
block
bit
by
there.
Reinildo, which leads to a Burnley corner. They have taken off Twanzebe at the centre half, brought on Josh Laurent, who's gone into midfield, but Kyle Walker took the right back. So they've gone
Busy
to
playing the
four
highlights of the first half and not realising the second half started.
Corner in the opening minute or so. We're in the second minute of the second half. No other changes, and it looks like Sunderland's first goal has been accredited to Twanzebe as known goal. Here's the corner from Burnley, whipped in and headed away by Diarra. So he's only got one to his
What Burnley
name,
be wanting? They'll be wanting an early goal this first half. That's what they'll be trying to do. But it's going to leave them vulnerable at the back.
For the first of
they've got to push forward. They've got to try and get something out again.
Yeah.
Sunderland line up in their red and white stripes. Roofs in goal. Mukele, Ballard.
It will make it nervy if they get a goal back.
Hume, Diarra,
especially with
Siddiqui,
so many minutes
Talbi
left in the
Lefay,
second half.
Broby, and Burnley in light blue, all light blue, as Laurent has to defend here because Talby's looking to try and outstrip him down the left wing. He's got round him. Walker's tried to get the ball off him. Talby gets to the goal line and runs it over.
Did he outrun Kyle Walker though?
Not really. He outrun Laurent, but he couldn't quite get past Kyle Walker and forced to play the ball behind.
I've been told.
So Burnley, Dubravka in goal. Walker
I'm not
at
drinking
right
enough
back,
water.
Esteve, Humphreys and Perez. Ukachukwu, Laurent, Florentino.
Own goal from Burnley. It was a deflection from a Diarra shot, and Diarra got the second goal at Bristolian Mackham.
And
Habib Diarra, who
Ukachukwu, just inside
should have got
the
credited
Sunderland
with the
half.
first
Looking
one.
down from the back of the Jimmy
Definitely
Montgomery
scored the
stand,
second one.
and Burnley are playing from right.
Aye, Janet, we do
left.
need to up it
Good
because we've
ball
got
swept
Liverpool
in
and
by
Arsenal coming up
Anthony
next.
across the penalty area and gone out for a throw to
To
Burnley
be
on the
honest,
far side. And
Liverpool
as
at
you were
home, I'm not
saying,
worried about.
at the beginning of half
I
time,
think we'll beat
the next
Liverpool
goal's
at
the
home.
all-important
Arsenal
goal,
away,
isn't it?
that's going to be a tough game.
Here we go, long throw.
Which you've not
I'm
seen
not worried
yet
for Liverpool
in
at
the,
home, mind.
in the
I'll tell you
game.
now.
Nobody's taken a long throw as yet, but Kyle Walker
Just have to get the beach
is
balls
going
on the
to
pitch.
now, 20 yards out, and gets it in to Alderete, who heads it strongly out, trying to force it out further as Broby. It eventually comes all the way back to Martin Dubravka in his light green in the middle of the Burnley
I never
half.
saw
Here's
Charlie Hurley
Humphreys
play, Steve.
in the middle.
Or at
Turns
least
to
if I
his
did,
right
I
to
can't
Laurent.
remember it.
Josh
It was
Laurent,
67 was my first
30-year-old.
game at Walker Park.
signed from Stoke in 2024.
Burnley started aggressively. Yeah, they will. They're wanting to get a quick response. They've got to.
Laurent leaves it for Walker. Back then
In the last
to
10 games, Burnley have managed to
Humphreys
score a goal even against the
and
top side.
Esteve,
Yeah, but
and
they haven't got a
wide down the
roofs in
left to
goal.
Perez in front of Scott Parker, who taps it back to Esteve and then to Humphreys.
I heard Davey laugh at the
Tried
beach
to
ball
find
joke in my
Laurent
head,
in the
cabby.
middle and plays it back to
I laughed at
Kyle
that last on the
Walker,
game show, which I
drives
thought
the
was an
ball
ice
down
cream
the
van.
left wing looking for Perez. Hume has got to get back with him. Perez curls the ball into the arms of Robin Roofs from left of the penalty area.
Don't get too complacent, lads, second half, eh?
50th minute.
No, they need to keep
Sunderland
the heads
2,
in the game.
Burnley 0. This, of course, would take, if Sunderland do win, will take them to 36 points.
No, absolutely,
You
Geordie
have to feel
Groundwater.
that's
We were
pretty
2-0
much
up against them that time and they beat us 4-2.
Trying to stay in the
But
Premier
we are a
League. The ball
different
played
side
across
now
to
compared to
Lefay,
when we
over the
were
top
then.
of him. And
Yeah,
out for
well,
a throw
universes apart, aren't
to
we?
Burnley.
Oh, yeah.
Inside their own half.
Massively apart.
Quickly taken,
Almost
Walker.
unrecognisable.
eventually back to Martin Dubravka.
Totally
He plays it out to Perez
unrecognisable.
on this left-hand side. Perez back again to Esteve, who plays it back to Martin
No,
Dubravka.
I agree, Geordie. Burnley are not a bad,
Former
they're not a
Newcastle
bad footballing
goalkeeper,
team.
Booed by
And they have
few.
scored goals against some of the
Florentino,
top
who's
teams
on loan
in the
from
division.
Benfica, the Portuguese.
But
Lays
the
the ball
leak
off,
at the back, and
played back to
we've already got a
the
2-goal
centre,
lead. We don't want
out
to sit
towards
on
the
it.
left,
Yes,
Perez.
we've got to defend, but
eventually back
there's
to
no reason why
Laurent.
we shouldn't be going for another goal or two.
Laurent to Humphreys. Takes us
I
into
like
the
that
Sunderland half.
Why watch black and white
On
when
the
you can watch
I've
colour?
seen that, yeah.
They just slide the ball in towards Ukachukwu, then trying to get on the return is
Davey
Marcus
is
Edwards,
responsible.
who's
Well,
changed
aye,
his
his
shirt
voice
half
gets
time.
played,
He
doesn't it,
was
at the
actually covered
stadium
in
like
mud.
before the game starts?
The first
Absolutely.
half, he's got a clean, light
Come on, you
blue
Mackems,
shirt now.
form
Walker
a
takes
gunner.
quick throw. Florentino,
the channel, mate.
right side of central midfield.
Don't see many of them on
just in
the
front
channel,
of
do we, Stu?
Then Florentino again.
Thanks for the
Then
subscriber,
comes
thank
back in
you.
the end to Humphreys to Laurent.
There was a few on when we played Spurs.
Forwards to Edwards again,
Oh,
wide
yeah,
on the
yeah,
right
but
wing,
you can
looking for the run of
understand
Ukachukwu down towards the goal line, and Lefay has gone with him, and Ukachukwu has to come back out down the touchline.
We just can't let
Behind him is
we
Walker,
can't let
and
Burnley
behind
get
him is
too much of the
Laurent.
ball second
He
half,
turns
Rob. We
into
can't let them in it.
midfield.
No,
Gets the ball
we've
to
got
Foster,
to
who's limping away.
concentrate. We've got to.
Got caught as he turned the ball back out towards the right. He limps into the penalty area. The cross comes into Ballard, who just hoofs it up into the centre circle and is nodded
We've got to
back
make sure we
by
keep
Esteve
pressure on them.
to goalkeeper Martin Dubravka in the middle of the Burnley half. 52nd minute live on BBC Radio Newcastle. Sunderland 2, Burnley 0. Confirmation, as you heard at half-time, from Pridey that Nielsen Angulu has signed for Sunderland. The ball out wide now with Burnley inside to Florentino. Anthony wanted the ball back. Walker crosses.
No, we can't sit
looking
back
for
at all.
Foster, headed out by Ballard. Drops here now on the right wing to Mukele or Diarra.
Robbie's been quiet, hasn't he?
Inside of him, he's lost the ball to
He has.
Foster.
What mind you
Slipped
said
it
now?
inside
It's
to
been
Ukachukwu
mostly
and now to
Burnley
Laurent on
since
the
the
right of
second half
central
kicked off.
midfield in the Sunderland half. Lefay closes down, back to Walker. Walker inside then to Edwards.
We'll have John
Edwards
yet.
As Florentino
Stephen
virtually
Hensel
next
looking
to
at
him,
that third
on
goal.
to
Yeah, definitely.
Ukachukwu, back to Edwards, and now with Esteve down the left of the penalty area to Anthony. Anthony crosses. It took a slight deflection, which takes it down to Lefay. He hooks it high in the air and is nodded down over the shoulder of Broby by Humphreys, and out wide to Walker. Down that right touchline, Laurent, who goes tumbling down in the face of a challenge from Renildo, who's then pushed down, and Renildo wins the free kick. 2-0 then to
We do need a third, don't we?
Sunderland at the start of this second half. In the 53rd minute. And
We will do all the things we shouldn't. Give the ball back,
Dubravka's
sit
gonna
back and let them
take
get back into the game.
free
No,
kick.
we can't do that.
Sorry, Ruffs is going to take the free kick.
We just
I was
can't.
distracted then because I've been given a slice of chocolate brownie. But I don't know when I'm going to eat that.
End of the match. That's your
That'll be
treat.
the end of the game, won't it? And a welcome hot cup of tea. It's the heat more than the tea, I think. The ball in the air, Mukele trying to get it forwards onto the halfway line. Renildo heads it on, headed on again by Lefay. Broby gets it down to Hume. Pires heads it back. Yeah, it is at the moment. Alderete, a powerful header, which
Well,
Walker
so
lets
far,
drop over his shoulder
42%
out to
of
the
the
touchline.
actions being
He
played
gets
in
the throw
Sunderland
for Burnley.
Offside.
half,
Oh, yeah,
especially
the offside
around
flag is up, so
the
it's a
penalty
free kick.
box.
Yeah.
To Sunderland when it came through to
You cannot let Burnley back into this game because they have got quality to hurt you. The Premier League club at the end of the day.
Just left at the
Burnley have had
centre
virtually
circle.
all the possession in the second half so far.
Sunderland in action again on Saturday afternoon at the
We need to
Emirates.
wind it up. Don't get too complacent. You haven't won the game yet. You can't get cocky.
Easy go.
Like I say, you're playing a Premier League team, whether the third,
I
second,
could say for who
50 points adrift at the bottom, they're in the Premier League. They've got quality to hurt you.
With the free kick. Up goes Ballard. He's got up to the edge of the Burnley area. It comes out to Lefay. It's cleared again by Pires. It'll come to Hume, almost on the touchline on the halfway line, but he knocked it out. Pires with a throw straight to Lefay. Lefay
Zooms in on
gets the
Peter Reid
ball
and Niall
through
Quinn.
to Diarra and Mukele, but Burnley intercepted. Get the ball away down the left. It's kept in by Siddiqui. Tapped it away from Anthony to
Legends.
Lefay. And Lefay back to Hume on the right of the penalty area, and he curls it down the right wing, but out just in front of Regis Lebris for a Burnley throw, which Esteve takes quite quickly. Back to Humphreys, into the middle to Walker, at the back of the centre circle, still 2-0 to Sunderland. 56th minute. Pires looking here for Anthony.
That's very true, Gary Hoyle.
Manages to stick his leg out and get the foot to it and push it through to the wing.
If
to
Xhaka was
Pires,
playing,
but
he'd be
was
playing
intercepted
Holland at the
again
minute
by
because we're sitting
Sunderland.
back too much, Nick, at the
Clearly
minute.
put Ruffs under a little bit of pressure to clear, but he does so. And the ball
God, these
will
Monday
bounce
night
out
games
from
are
on the
hard
throw
because I've
to
been driving
Burnley.
all day at work and I'm
Walker
knackered.
quickly relieves a cone of its ball and gets a throw to Laurent.
3 hours in
Plays
the
it on to
garden this morning,
Florentino.
chopping
Florentino
branches,
in the middle of the Sunderland
branches
half.
and things
Down
like
the
that.
right for Edwards, who just got caught.
Just mentally
by
more than
Renildo.
anything else.
Yeah,
Rob?
A little bit late.
it's tiring being at work all day and
Referee
then
Paul Tierney, who's
having
all
to
in
do
black,
stuff
jogs
in the
across, but there's no
evening.
card.
And
This
you
on
can
the right side
understand
of
why
midfield,
some of the
halfway
guys that have got to
inside
be
the
up at stupid at bloody
Sunderland
o'clock
half.
in the morning are
Oh,
on
yeah,
the way to
totally.
bed at
Quickly
9
now,
o'clock, at half
Burnley
9.
trying to get back into
To
the
be
game,
honest,
basically.
I'll
Yeah, a
only
little
go
bit
to
sense
bed
of
about
urgency,
10
isn't it?
o'clock.
Especially from Kyle Walker,
Just
the
depends on what
Burnley
I'm doing.
captain.
Again, concentrate again on this set piece.
18 yards out, Sunderland have lined up their
Come on, Sunderland, we're at
defenders.
home here. Do not
One man in the
switch off too much.
wall.
Because I tell you what,
Talby.
it'd be disappointing if we draw this tonight, will it not?
Walker takes the free
It will
kick,
now.
and
Yeah,
Esteve
very
heads it
much
well
so.
over the top for a goal kick to Sunderland. 57th minute then, Sunderland 2, Burnley 0 still. Ballard's down.
Ballard's down.
We don't say Ballard's injured.
Sitting down at the edge of the 6-yard box, hauled up, go by Reinildo.
He's just having a rest.
Quick flick of the hand from Lyle Foster by way of apology. James Ward-Prowse, who they just signed on loan from West Ham, is on the bench for Burnley this evening. They've made one change already. Ballard with the ball, the corner of the 6-yard box, taps it back to Robin Ruffs, who drives this, sends this upfield. Broby backing into Humphreys. Broby wins the header, but wins a free kick at the same time for being pulled back.
Just asking for them to score the way we've started this half, says Rooster.
Yeah.
Hey, the beast, the beast.
Gosh. Would you like to have played against him? Would you have fancied it? You'd have fancied it, actually. You'd have fancied it.
It's a horrible scoreline, that 2-0, because you do get complacent, don't you? You think, yeah, we've got this, we've
killer
got
of a
this.
scoreline.
Striker.
It is a killer of a
Battling away,
scoreline.
Yeah.
Because all they need is one goal and then
So free kick, which Trey
game
Hume
becomes exceedingly open
looks as
again.
At 2-0, basically, the next goal
the centre circle.
is the decider, isn't it? If they get a goal
Reinildo
back, then it's
play
all
on
open
either
again.
flank of
It's
him, but
but if
quite
we get
wide.
another
And
one,
Hume
the next
lifts
is
it up
3-0,
into the
game over.
penalty area, but it'll bounce straight out. One bounce.
That's
now
why 2-0 is like
for a
thingy.
goal
Tony
kick
Walton
to
says
Burnley.
we are too negative, us.
As I was saying, a big game for them next Saturday.
We're just
Nah,
reporting
we're
what
too-
we're saying, Tony. We're
West
just
Ham.
reporting what we're saying.
Be even bigger game.
It's Sunderland that have been a little bit negative for the second half.
Yeah, well, it will be.
For the both clubs, really.
Diarra goes to close Dubravka down. He passes it out to Humphreys on the right. Humphreys
Sunderland
gets it away from
Start
Broby.
attacking and play positive.
Towards the
We will
halfway
report
line.
positive.
Ballard heads it strongly down left for Talby, tried to tap it inside Walker and outside of him, and then it rolls out off Talby for a throw to Burnley. Back to Humphreys, back to Dubravka. In the 59th minute, here's Esteve, the corner of the penalty area. Florentino, back to the keeper. Out to the left to
Newcastle's got
Perez.
hard games coming
Closed
up in the
down
league,
by
haven't they?
Hume, who nearly
Yeah,
won the
they've
ball
got
in the
some really
tackle.
tough games.
And then
They've
it's
got
played, swept up
Liverpool,
to
they've just had
Alderete, who's come
Liverpool
across to the
and
right
I think
here.
they've got
And
Arsenal.
drives it back up for
at the
Esteve,
Emirates.
who leans
They've
low
got,
and heads it
Man
on. Ballard
United.
heads it away from
They've
Ukachukwu on the
got Chelsea
halfway line.
away.
And it's a throw to Burnley, which Lucas Pires takes quite quickly.
Oh, and there's a little match
Brazilian
in
gets
March
the
as
ball
well.
back
that
on the
they-
left side here.
they think they
Plays
might
it
win.
inside to Laurent,
Only think.
who lays it off to Humphreys.
What
Wide
is
to
mini Chris
Edwards.
Evans, Jacob? I don't know.
Edwards cutting back
See him around the
inside
kid
in the
on
Sunderland
Facebook.
half. Drives it
I
across
agree,
to the
I'm
left
usually
wing. Looking for
negative,
Anthony's
says
cut
Clive.
out though by Mukele, who rolls
Come on, lads,
it
you
down
can
the
be
right
in
wing
queue
for
it.
Hume to run
You need a
onto.
lot of whiskey,
Hume
Stuart,
takes
that'll
it into
kill
the
it all.
Burnley
I'm
half.
teetotal,
Diarra's
Gary.
just inside of him, ahead of him, and Hume slips it through the legs of Florentino to Diarra, almost on the goal line, in the corner, and he has to try and hold it there and try and play it off a Burnley player. It won't go out, and Burnley managed to dig it out. Esteve plays it straight back to Mukele though, and Mukele into the middle. Good ball to Alderete.
Come on.
Alderete calling for it is Reinildo, and Talby's outside of him. Reinildo lays it off to Talby, back to Reinildo in the penalty area. Onto his right, onto his left. He shoots, but it's wide.
Unlucky.
Saw what he was trying to do. Just
Unlucky.
wouldn't stay down for him. Nice play though from Sunderland. And goal kick to Burnley in the 61st minute. Dubravka.
What's your thoughts coming up to the 60th minute mark, Rob?
Back to Esteve, back
yeah,
to Dubravka. Dubravka, Diarra closes
I was
him
just
down.
looking at the stats.
The kick
on
will
the
be met by Walker,
and,
heads it over Taulby, and comes back to Reinildo.
Since half-time,
he turns it down the line to
has been
Taulby, who tried to tuck it inside to Lefay. Eventually wins the throw.
Burnley, up to 60 minutes, then Sunderland.
Yeah, it looks like it, doesn't it?
that speaks volumes. Burnley they've had the ball, and they haven't given us it in the second half until the last minute or so.
Zian Fleming,
we're probably sitting back.
Oh no, Armando Broja, I think he's one of them.
Macamon Mission said, heard a rumour is in jail for interfering with animals at Flamingo Land.
For this game, having
that's Jacob, one of the lads that used to come on this channel. I don't know if you remember him, Rob.
No, I don't remember him, no.
So I suspect it'll be a straight swap with Foster.
That's one of the reasons, I think that's one of the reasons Cabby and myself are actually sometimes a little bit negative, Revo, is that we've had a lot of horrible years of football.
Concentration again from the set piece.
And our default is to be a little bit negative. I mean, to be fair, we're positive when the lads are playing well. In the first half, they were superb.
The other
second half, they've sat back, invited
free kick is defended. It's come back though to Edwards. Edwards trying to find a way in here. He's got Lefay in front of him and has left it. Taulby gets in front of Florentino and gets the ball back to Siddiqui.
It is very strange to have a team that is so strong.
The ball is played wide down the left wing, and it's Broby against Esteve. Broby's got the ball, rolls it in here, but it's swept away at the edge of the penalty area by Burnley for a throw. Fleming is the other player coming on, and Foster is the player coming off. First for Broja.
To be fair, he can shift, can't he? Broby?
It is definitely nice to have a proper centre forward out and hold the ball up.
Florentino, can we give him Hulk?
Double switch then. Broja and Fleming on for Foster.
Some boy, Broby, like, what an animal.
In the 63rd minute.
He's a unit and a half. He is. He's built like the proverbial brick house.
Ian Fleming, the Dutchman, 27 years old now. Throw from Sunderland. Reinildo is going to take this, and not Mukiele. It's halfway inside the Burnley half. Sunderland 2, Burnley 0. 64th minute.
When we're not playing well, we can
to
be a bit negative.
Advertising board.
See it as we say it
into the penalty area, the corner of the penalty area.
When the lads play well, you know, we big them up.
To
Edwards.
And we know they can play better this season in particular.
By Lefay, eventually Lefay.
You know, the poor games we've had are few and far between. Most games we've actually, you know, tried hard. Even when we got beat, like Man City, we weren't embarrassed by the
finds Diarra into the penalty area, slips it to Broby, trying to turn on his left, saved by the keeper, and put over the bar.
Got in each other's way.
See, we're now back into it.
Put over the bar.
Of course.
Should have been 3.
Broby did all the hard work. Mukiele's rolling about on the 6-yard line, having put the ball over the top, clutching his ankle again.
I'll tell you what, good save by Dubravka.
It was a good save by Dubravka. I mean, Broby did really well to dig this out and take it on his left foot. He was unlucky not to score.
Let's hope Mukiele's not too bad.
2 Sunderland.
He pulled off a good save, Dubravka. He has got it in him to pull off some superb saves.
He's not a bad kick, actually.
Hobbles away, limps away, stops, stretches, and having a little touch rub of his ankle. The ball is back with Dubravka, though, in the 65th minute.
It was just a little bit near Dubravka. That was another foot
middle, out to the left.
To the keeper's left. That's 3-0.
Yeah.
Now Perez back to.
Looks a bit like Novak Djokovic, actually.
Early half to Esteve, the Frenchman on the left here.
Dubravka
plays it back to Laurent, and then Humphreys will take this on up to the halfway line. He's got Walker wide. He's got Anthony through the middle. He goes to Walker. Humphreys gets the ball back to Kyle Walker. Inside again then to
Yeah,
Josh
you notice
Laurent.
we've stopped calling him
Through
Mr.
to
Bobby as well over
Fleming.
the last
I
few
know.
weeks.
Shoot,
Cabby.
but it's going to be
It's now
dragged well
Robbie.
wide. Good 10 yards wide of the left foot of the left post from Zian Fleming. His compatriot, Robin Ruffs, retrieves the ball from behind the goal. Hands it, drops it to Ballard. Right corner of the 6-yard box. Ballard taps it to Robin Ruffs onto the penalty spot. Drives it up through the middle. Humphreys and Broby.
Yeah, no, we don't see Mr.
shirt
Blobby
pulling,
anymore, do
and
we?
is trying to win it. Broby has done it. Tried to get it down to Hume, but out comes Dubravka, slides into Hume's feet. And there's a bit of a reaction here. Hume and Dubravka pushing each other. Ugachukwu has to get in between the two of them. And then there's a little bundle of players getting involved.
Get on with the game.
Dubravka drops the ball and is
Yeah,
squaring
you're
up
right,
to,
Kingfisher. We are taking them
or
far
trying
more
to square up to the
seriously
Sunderland
now.
players.
But,
They
you know,
finally broken
even when we
apart,
signed
and
him,
there's a bit
he
more
came
pushing.
from
Diarra's been pushed now by
Ajax.
Perez. And
He had a cracking season.
breaks
Ajax.
up.
He got 24 goals for
referee
them
Paul
one season.
Tierney shows Dubravka
And
a
I
yellow
think,
card.
and he had a little bit of an issue with
I'm
gangsters,
sure Hume
didn't
will
he?
be shown one as
Cabby?
well. Hume as well.
I think there's some betting scandal that
So
You're just
not
a
very
sad
good
Geordie
involved
B's,
there.
the Sunderland champs
Ribbed
now
by
aimed at Dubravka.
Sunderland fans. Hume becomes the first Sunderland player booked this evening.
I still think he should wear a pink t-shirt with yellow spots on it. though,
Takes his
under
tally to
shirt,
6 yellow
just to
cards
make
this
us laugh.
season. Trey Hume, drop ball to Dubravka. Martin Dubravka then was going to kick this up over the halfway line, headed away by Reynaldo. Walker heads it back into the Sunderland half. Anthony brings it down. He slips. Lafay gets the ball away. Has he overhit this for Taubey, who's on the shoulder of Humphreys? Humphreys turns it back to Dubravka, who's now being jeered by Sunderland fans even more than he was before. The ball bounces out of Broby. A throw to Burnley on the left-hand side. Another change coming for Burnley.
A lot of the 250 people watching.
Chowner
Hit the
is
thumbs
coming
up, please. Subscribe
Edwards is
if
coming
you
off.
haven't subscribed to the channel already. It is free to do so.
So Chowner, the French right winger forward, is coming on now for Burnley. 69th minute with Scott Parker's team 2-0 down. Blocked by Diarra from the attempted clearance by Esteve. Goal kick to Burnley.
Well, calling Mr. Brobby was a
Dubravka
bit
recovers the
inflated, to
ball.
be honest.
Rolls it down to Esteve,
Yep.
the left corner of his 6-yard box. He taps it back to Dubravka. Nearly intercepted the clearance by Diarra, headed strongly forwards by Mukiele. Hume looking to try and get Broby through, but Humphreys just got his foot round it and cleared it. And now it's played up towards the substitute Chowner, but one back by Sunderland. Lafay to Taubey, back to Lafay, but it's intercepted. Got there first, Humphreys, to get the ball to Ugachukwu. Now Walker wide, Fleming
Come on.
in towards Chowner, headed away though by Ballard, onto the chest of Lafay. Ballard trying to get on the end of it again, and referees
They're defending well, to be fair,
giving
Burnley
Sunderland
second half.
a free kick.
They are, and I
The
mean,
yellow
you know,
card.
having said that, the
That's
second
Fleming.
half was all
Is it?
Well, I don't
Burnley
think it
until
is
the
to Fleming. Was it
59th
to
minute.
Anthony?
It's been all Sunderland since then, so you know
I think
we've upped
yeah,
our game a
Anthony
little
has
bit.
got the yellow card. Jaden Anthony. "70 minutes nearly played. Sunderland leading 2-0. Broby nearly made it 3 in the 63rd minute.
Deserves a goal, the lad.
He does. Played well. Free kicks left for Hume to take by Robin Ruffs.
It's got to be 10 yards, man.
I think that's what Robin Ruffs is trying to demonstrate to the referee, that Broja is not 10 yards back. The kick taken, it's floated up to the right corner of the penalty area. Comes back out to Siddiqui. Hume has to cover. Back to Roofs. Roofs then drives this, drills it right down the left wing for Diarra to chase on the shoulder of Walker. Walker gets the ball back to Dubravka. You may have guessed. Estev out to Pires. Pires forwards again, trying to get the ball to Broja. Won by Lefay, out to McKaylee though. McKaylee making a run into the penalty area. Rolls it here, and Broby this time misses it completely.
Sick, man.
Swept his foot right over the ball, and he won't get an easier chance. And it's picked up in midfield by
getting these chances, Rob.
Lefay.
Yeah, we're creating them.
Talby on this left-hand side.
You know what, we've said this before, Gabby.
Here's Talby.
His
right foot shot.
Yeah.
Well, get in!
There we go.
Get it!
Makes it 3-0 with a terrific right foot strike, crashes off the underside of the bar. And Shemsdean Talby has surely wrapped the game up for Sunderland tonight.
Excellent.
With an exquisite finish. Moments after Broby had a glorious opportunity, Talby gets a run on down the left of midfield and smashes it over the keeper off the underside of the bar, and it's 3-0 to Sunderland.
Talby, take a bow. What a goal. Tell you what, he has looked right tonight, hasn't he?
Yes.
Good.
Go on.
Energy.
Great finish from Talby.
Talby, baby. What a goal that was, Rob.
Yep.
Into the corner. May have taken the touch, but
Another
all the same, I think it was still going in. And,
oh, what a goal that is. Pick that out. The onion bag.
Great strike.
Yeah, cheers, Rabel. Have a good one.
Talby's third of the season. Just waiting to restart.
Do you still think it's going to be 40 points?
I don't think it will be.
That didn't take any deflection, that. Goal of the night, that mine, Rob.
But certainly it's a good target, isn't it? It's
unfortunately my
driven them on. They're only 4 points away from it after this game because they're going to win this.
Get in. Even Regis LeBrie enjoyed that one. He jumped up and down. Fist pumps the air.
That's unusual for Regis.
And
normally quite.
Listen to the atmosphere still in the stadium.
I think the thing you've got to look at is are Burnley capable of getting to 36 points?
You'd find it hard pressed to say so.
No.
Their away form, one away win and just 2 draws suggests not. So Sunderland 3, Burnley 0. Jaden Anthony to Ukachukwu to cross. Fleming trying to get under it, and that's a foul on Ballard.
I think that's the first time I've seen our XG above 1 in any game this season.
Come on!
Crashed into him.
Get the pipe and slippers on now, eh?
Back up.
Yeah.
74 minutes played. Sunderland 3, Burnley 0. Shemsdean Talby
we don't know. He
third
just disappeared.
goal.
Darren Diver. He
20 yards, curled it in.
He was on earlier. I think he was having issues with his phone
Roofs
as well.
with this kick from the middle of the Sunderland penalty area, chested down by Diarra, trying to get the Broby, chested down by Broby, trying to get the ball out to Diarra. Fleming just pulled down by Siddiqui, left of the centre circle. Free kick to Burnley. Who've, in fairness, barely laid a glove on Sunderland tonight, have they?
I didn't want to speak to Well, saying that Sunderland have been excellent, but
yeah, they played well. Anthony pushed in the back by McKaylee. Free kick to Burnley, who are in light blue tonight.
Excusez-moi.
Third of the way inside the Sunderland half on the left of midfield.
What a
performance! When you analyse it, you know, these are the two clubs that come up from the Championship, and there's a huge gap in there, you know, because Sunderland have invested, and you can see that.
It's all about recruitment. It's what you've always said for.
I've just
season
messaged
after
Nick Barnes
season.
saying it's pipe and
recruitment
slippers time.
as a
Thanks for the great
ball
commentary from you
deflects
both.
and leaves Robin
Yeah.
Ruffs
Replied with a thumbs up with a flame
wrong-footed,
mark
but it
next
goes
to it.
over the bar
For a goal kick.
for a goal kick. So
Yeah, I agree, Paul. I've said for a while that I thought 36 points would be enough
Ruffs
to keep us up.
covers a ball.
Club insist they want 40
Here we-
before they relax, but
Desperate to keep a clean
yeah, I
sheet.
think 36,
Just
which
piles
we
more
are
pressure on
strange
Parker, doesn't
enough.
it?
That's how many
Especially
points
for
we've
Yeah.
got
League's
now.
game. Huge
Will be
game.
enough to keep us in the
Well,
Premier League.
that
quite
is. I
easily.
mean, if they're going to beat anybody that's got
With
to
that
beat
hat
West
on,
Ham,
Peter
haven't
Reid looking more like Quentin Crisp.
they? To keep them in that pack of three at the bottom.
Well, is he wearing a fedora, is he?
On the left
I
here,
think so.
Pires, Ugachukwu just inside him on the halfway line. Back to Esteve, cross then to Humphreys. Wide to Kyle Walker. On then Ugachukwu again, back to Walker. Out to Laurent, who's going to bring this up to the halfway line and tries to thread it through the middle to Fleming. Run continued by Chauner, who's just come on in the last 10 minutes or so. And across here to Esteve now in the middle. On to Pires. Broby pulls him down. Just grabbed him and
Sleep well tonight.
pulled him
Oh,
down.
like a
They're
baby.
going to make substitutions. Wilton Isidor's coming on.
Isidore, who didn't go anywhere.
Is Luke
after
O'Nien on the
all
bench?
In the transfer
Yes.
window.
I'd get him on.
Pires
Give
crosses,
O'Nien.
it
I think
comes off the
O'Nien will get a
back
run
of
out, you know.
Mukele, and you're right, there's a double switch.
Yeah, I think
Tre-
even if we do a
treble
Sunderland
switch.
Diver, I
Um,
reckon we're going to be safe now.
Who is the third? There's an arm over, I think it's Mayenda actually. And down goes Diarra in the centre. Isidore, Mayenda and Hertrauder I think are all going to come on.
Say the three forwards up on her. You think?
Yes.
Nice one, Paul.
Rest them for Arsenal at the weekend.
Did you go
Yeah.
for 3-1 or have you just gone
Maybe
for?
Trey Hughes.
Sorry, did you go for a 3-0 win?
It's a
Drinks
free
are
kick
on
to
you-
Sunderland
on
in
you,
the
are they,
middle,
Paul?
so we'll find out in a
You're going to
moment, I
bugger you up
suspect,
if they get a
after the
fourth.
free kick.
Cheers, Kingfisher.
Hume is going to take this in the centre. In comes the ball from Hume. There's a bit of pushing going on. Ballard pushes Laurent, and it's a free kick.
Good job it was a free kick, because Alderetimus kicked it, didn't he?
Yeah.
Completely.
So the substitutions to be made now. So Diarra's coming off Hertrauder.
Yeah.
Done a good game tonight, Diarra.
Big shout out to everybody
Back with
in
a
the
bang,
chat tonight
literally.
for tuning in on a Monday night. 257 on a Monday night when Sky's even showing the game. So a big round of applause to all you all. Everybody in the chat, thank you.
And Paul Bowman, West Ham have only won 5 so far this season.
Broby's coming off as well. That's obvious with Isidore coming on, or Mayenda too.
Do you know that Talby goal had a bit of the Carlos Edwards to it?
Talby.
Yeah.
If you remember that goal he scored.
Yes, I
Oh, it's
do.
Mundle, not
I do.
Mayenda.
Good player, Edwards.
So it's Talby for
remain
Mundle.
Mundle.
Yeah.
So you'll not be hoping
Thought,
for any more
thought
goals.
initially it was
then,
the
Paul
12,
Mason.
but it's Mundle who comes on. Anthony off then for Burnley, and Brun Larsson's on for
Carlos Edwards is doing Talby for
Parker's
copyright.
but Burnley are 3-0 down. Sunderland freshen things up.
Poor display by Burnley, or
We've
just
got
Sunderland
15
just too
minutes to
good?
play.
I think it's
Less than that,
the
actually.
first half. Burnley were very poor.
We've got about
Apart
10
from the
minutes
last
to play,
sort
just
of
over
like
10
5,
minutes to
10
play.
minutes. Second half, Burnley were all over us for the first 10 minutes, 15 minutes. But since
So,
then, it's been
Sunderland.
largely Sunderland.
Heading to 3 points.
We've got +1 goal
3-0 up.
difference as well.
Bring
Yeah.
on Isidore, Mundle and Hertrauder. There's an injury to a Sunderland player on the far
Good news, the
side.
fact that we're keeping
DQ'd
Trowder
his
now for the
knees
bit,
at
innit?
moment.
Yeah,
In
it
the
is, because I
81st
do
minute.
rate him as a sort of midfielder / defender, because he can play centre half as well. good cover for.
It's interesting
if
earlier
Ballard
on.
gets injured.
They probably had a better second half.
Bouncing back after defeats, but actually,
A bit of a nuisance, wasn't he?
they haven't had that many.
And he had his
defeats
chances to
bounce back
score
from
as
when you
well.
Go through the season. It's certainly a few more over Christmas into the new year, but until that point, not many, and not that many in reality. Since then, because there've been a lot of draws as well. So, but they have bounced back tonight.
Keep that home record going.
Keeping that home record solid.
Yeah.
James Ward-Prowse sits
Premier League.
still on the Burnley bench, doesn't get to get on this evening. Free kick to Sunderland on the far side. Hume jogging across to take this. Just inside the Burnley half. Burnley push right out. Good 25 yards out. Hume hangs it in the air. Ballard let for it. Dropped over him, and Pires will clear it.
Handicap. Stand
It'll
clear of
bounce
the
in the air
doors,
and go
please.
out. Caught by Scott.
Do you know what?
Yeah.
I'm
I think we
gonna
might
use that. I'm
use
gonna
it
find that.
tomorrow night, Durham Diver, when we have the Mackhams versus Geordies banter session
Katie's
with the
left
guys
this
from Through Black and White
for
Eyes.
Hume
I
to
come and
take.
join us tomorrow.
Just
Yeah, the
inside the
Geordie, Mackhams
Burnley
versus
half.
Geordies, the show tomorrow night, 8 o'clock start, live on the Mackham Cabbies channel.
Yeah,
I'm
we'll
gonna
come.
Scott
find
Parker.
that sound effect of mind the doors, please, from the Tube Underground, and I'm gonna put it on
looking
one of
for
the
Yeah,
sound
Isidore.
buttons on.
Came off it.
Gotta
but
do that,
Fleming
mate.
StreamYard.
gets it for Burnley.
You gotta
Loses
do
it.
that.
Siddiqui picks up the loose
'Cause
ball.
I think they
runs it
they
across
might be
to
getting the
Mundle on the
water
left-hand side.
extracted
A run
somewhat.
from Reinildo into the penalty area, trying to get to the goal line. He pulls it back from Walker and chips it across. Hume plays it off Esteve behind for a corner. Perhaps if he had a bit more power on that, Hume might have forced it past.
Well, this is
Esteve.
certainly answering the Sunderland fans back from
But it was good play. And it's Sunderland's first
West Ham
corner
match,
of the
innit?
game. In the 83rd minute.
It is totally different.
Sunderland 3, Burnley 0, live on BBC
I'm not
Radio
sure there's
Newcastle.
anybody in the league that I think will.
So Hume
So I'm
will
not
take the
worried about
corner
Liverpool
on
coming
the
to stadium,
right-hand side.
to be honest. Man United might be a tough game because we've got them to play.
For Chelsea at
Just
home as
behind
well,
him
and
down the line
Spurs.
is Lefay.
Spurs I'm not
Yeah.
worried about.
Spurs
Hume,
I'm not
right
worried
arm
about.
raised,
Chelsea
right-hand
depends
side.
on which team
Roker
turns
end
up.
with his
If it's
corner
the
kick.
team that turned up against West Ham,
Curls outwards, headed out to
then,
Siddiqui,
you know, if
back
we
in
take
from
turn
him.
the
Bounces
lead
in front
against
of
Chelsea,
Dubravka,
Chelsea aren't getting back
who
into
catches
it,
it
are they?
in the air.
Look, at the end of the day,
84th minute, he
we're
rolls it
probably
out to
not going to
Esteve.
get the whole of the season unbeaten at
On
home,
then
but Christ
to
almighty, if you'd said
Ogachukwu,
by January,
he squares
by
it.
February, unbeaten at home at the stadium, like you think I would have
Laurent.
gone to lunatic asylum, wouldn't you?
Wide again
Yeah.
to Walker,
Yeah.
into the Sunderland half. Laurent gets it back at the edge of the centre circle. Ogachukwu then to Esteve and out wide
I
again
like
to
that
Pires.
one. I like that one.
Pires
back of Kelly.
Inside again to
Might have to get
Ogachukwu.
the
plays it,
Geordies
rolls it
physio
across
because
then
they're going to have a crick in
to
the neck looking
Humphreys.
up the table at us.
In front of him is Isidore. Inside to Ogachukwu, just in front of the centre circle. Pires. And Pires will play it wide to
Oh
Brun
yeah,
Larsen,
Burnley got
who
West Ham get
Dane
next game. That's
plays it back
a nice
inside
6-pointer,
to
isn't it?
Ogachukwu.
6-pointer and a half, innit?
Definitely happy, Tony.
Pires.
Oh yeah.
Back to Ogachukwu.
Too early to call man of the match, Rob.
Rolls it along the middle. Humphreys
I think it's
wide.
gotta be Diarra.
Walker closed down by Reinildo. Looking
Diarra?
in front of Zian Fleming down the
Yeah.
right of the penalty area, who crosses over the head though of Brun Larsen. Comes out to Ogachukwu, who just plays it behind him to Esteve. Forwards then trying to get the ball to Pires.
Tell you what, Talby's coming on strong and strong every
Lefay
single
takes
time
it
he
out to the right
gets a
wing,
game.
He
plays
is.
it up towards
He's quick as
Isidore. It
quick
comes
can
back
be.
to Trouder. Lays it off to Mundle on the left, halfway inside the Burnley half. Back to Trouder, who slips it behind him to Reinildo. Then to Mundle again, just inside the Burnley half. Trouder back over the halfway line into the centre circle to Dan Ballard.
Just look at
Wide
the
to
verified company
Mukalu in the
included with
85th
after
minute.
being home unbeaten and all.
Ballard on the halfway line. Trowder.
Man, you at home as well,
Turns
haven't
it
we?
out to Mukele on the right wing. A chase for Hume. It'll roll out.
We cannot fear anybody at home.
Throw for Burnley.
You know what I mean?
20
We played
yards
Arsenal, Man
from
City.
the corner on the left.
And we were nowhere near outplayed, were we?
Coming on for Alderete.
No.
I mean, don't forget,
Well,
a
O'Nien's
newly
playing a
promoted
lot of these-
side to be unbeaten at home
making a lot of these late
is
substitutions.
phenomenal, really.
To answer the question, somebody asked us from Wolves about to
O'Nien,
make
someone
any
clearly
saves.
that
You what, Rob?
his trusts
They've had 4 shots, none of which were on target. So
None of them on target.
make any
almost
saves.
scored, of course, at West Ham last week.
Is that Mr. O'Nien coming on
I have
then?
to say inadvertently, I think.
More minutes under his belt.
I'd love
Yeah.
one night to get a goal, you know.
Isidore puts Dubravka under pressure. And Humphreys.
I do think this will
Ball
be
out
his
to
last
Walker,
season for
though.
Sunderland, you know.
Swept right up towards Broja. Put out for a Burnley throw. Just
But
inside the
09, you just don't know.
Sunderland
He'd
half.
probably be happy being another
haven't
3 years
scored
just
only.
being on the bench, wouldn't he?
turned out to be a fairly
Yep,
comfortable
he would.
3-0 win. I don't think Ruffs really has had a save to make.
I think if Liverpool
Not
came
anything
calling for him, I think
deemed
you'd
to
say,
be
no,
a-
I'm not leaving
a
Sunderland.
save other than anything
Yeah,
comfortable.
I think you're right.
Estev to Humphreys, this on halfway.
I guess
for
it
Burnley.
feels like he's
In
home.
the 87th minute, Walker. Chowner back to Walker onto Ukachukwu.
According to Sky Sports News today, only Sunderland and Bromley are unbeaten at home this season.
Centre circle. Humphreys to Estev.
Already feeling his knee.
And,
Hope he's fit for Arsenal.
Away
Hope it's
down
just
the
a
left
knock.
wing to Perez. Perez back inside
That's
to
why Luke's come on.
Ukachukwu, who's looking for Perez's
to
run
replace Alderete.
down the left towards the corner, who runs into Mukele there, who claims the throw, but it's gone Burnley's way. Brun Larsen plays it to Ukachukwu, out wide again then to Perez. Back inside.
Steady
and,
stream of 250
Estev, who's
people
pushed up,
watching tonight.
sweeps across
Yeah,
into the box.
thanks for that.
Fleming stretches because it's been brought out by Mundle.
Subscriber?
Mundle being chased by Fleming, away on that left wing, halts at halfway. and plays it back
55
behind him,
subscribers I
Ronaldo
need to
back
hit
again then
5,000.
to Robin
Nearly
Ruffs.
there, Rob. Nearly there.
Ballard
Yeah.
out into
It's
midfield.
been hard work, not just from me, from everybody
Pushing it on
involved
to
in the channel as well.
Trowder, away from Ukachukwu to Luke O'Nien, playing as the centre back in place of Alderete. Trowder back to O'Nien back to Robin Ruffs in the 88th minute. Ruffs, hefty kick upfield looking for Mundle, headed away by Walker though to Laurent, who holds off Lefay, plays it to Chowner, comes back to Walker, who's told Humphreys to stay. Walker turns.
It's
Now
nice, isn't it,
bringing
to have
it
this
on
relaxed
down the
feel
right
and
wing,
rich
plays it
and
off
in
the
a match, isn't it great?
ankles of Mundle, tries to
Not
get
have
it
that
to Chowner,
anxiety.
picked up by Siddiqui.
Yeah.
Behind him O'Nien.
I'll tell you what though, Rob,
and slipped inside
Burnley
by
have
Renildo
offered
to
absolutely
Siddiqui.
nothing, have they?
Out on the
They
touchline,
haven't.
trying to
They
dribble
haven't.
past two
And
players.
In fact, there's a comment
wins
on
the
the
throw for
BBC live text commentary
89th
that
minute.
Burnley
If you want
fans
to chat to Benno,
who've travelled up
he'll be with
were
you for
more
a
in
little
hope
while.
than expectation.
And by a
But
little
even
while,
they
I
will
mean
be
half
disappointed
an
with
hour.
how their team has played tonight.
0800
Look,
332
I was
64
expecting-
6565.
Dare I say it, a harder game than what it has been
234
tonight.
6465.
Yeah,
I was.
So was I.
Text 81333,
Yeah,
put
so was
BBC
I.
at the front of your message, or you can WhatsApp.
But Sunderland this season, when they've been
Again,
beaten
put
and they've not had a good
BBC
performance, they seem to
at the
come
front
back with a
of your
sting in the
message.
tail, don't they?
You make up Burnley.
We do.
Are they the worst?
I think
Janet
it's
says,
called-
please get another
I
goal.
think they probably
It's
are.
called getting a rocket
um,
up your backside. I think that's
They've
what
been,
happened
as
after
you,
last
said,
week.
you said, toothless. I
You
think that's
deserve
probably
5
right.
K, mate. Jacob deserves
Hume
5 years.
here down to Isidore, whose shot
Goodness me.
lands in the arms of Dubravka. We're in the last minute of the 90.
I do agree.
They've not
Yeah, let's key, you know.
offered anything up front, have they,
09 will
really,
get a job as a pundit. Sky Sports
now?
love his
They've had-
personality and humour.
First time
In the will.
especially, they did enjoy
They
quite
will.
a lot of possession. I think once Sunderland had taken the lead,
Only
and
if
once
you
they
can
got
wear his Sunderland shirt,
no,
though.
once
Yeah.
they- a 2-0 lead, I think, at that point, Burnley, even though they started quite brightly in the second half, they never really got in behind.
Yeah,
Sunderland.
same
They want a free
here,
kick,
Darren
though.
Diver. I started listening
Here on the right
to
side of
Cabby
Midfield
about
for a
a
foul
year
on
and a
Chowner.
half, 2 years ago, something like that, because it was the only
Tony
way
Harrington, the
I,
fourth
at the time,
official.
could find to get the match commentary.
Ready to show
Um,
the board, because we're
and Cabby
seconds away
kindly
from
invited me along
90 minutes.
to join.
In fact, we are now at
in the
90
shows.
minutes.
And it's a good laugh, it's a banter that we have
4
between
minutes again is
between each other in the
amount
chat.
being added on at the end of the game.
Between Cabby, myself,
Free kick is swept in and headed away by
my mate Don when he joins us, even though
Pires picks up the loose ball
Geordie.
inside then to Laurent. Lefay pursues him. Walker in the middle. Gives it straight to Mukele. Now Lefay. Lefay rolling it down the right wing for Mukele. Isidore through the middle. Hertrauder's coming up through as well. Mukele, right side of the penalty area. Crosses, but it's too deep.
Anyway, League Cup semi-final second legs tomorrow, Wednesday, and Arsenal v Chelsea tomorrow, and Man City v Newcastle on Wednesday.
What you need to do is
who will go to Wembley?
I see that. I've got
There's a few players down the phase down, isn't he? Yeah. He's lying down.
If you refresh it, mate, you'll see it.
That's not bad. That's not bad attendance for Monday night
yellow
games.
carded.
46,500.
It's fantastic. I mean, this is what happens when you're getting entertained, though. Do you know what I mean?
Yep. Yeah. The better you entertain, the more you get coming through the gates. They need a bigger ground.
Sunderland 3, Burnley 0. Humphreys plays
And
the ball
don't forget,
out
Sunderland is still missing
up to
players.
the halfway line.
Yeah.
And
we're still waiting for that
forwards.
Strike there, or that winger coming in, which we have got. Jack has been off.
Luck, but he does win a throw.
Yeah, I think Ceylon, that would be a case. Nine would
on the
only
right,
do one short.
drives it right across the pitch, way behind Pires, who has to run all the way back here. And
oh yeah, that would be good. On
the ball before it rolls out for a throw.
It'd be like Roy Keane and Michael Richards, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Being added on, and out it goes again for another Burnley throw to Ukachukwu. Plays it across to Walker on the right-hand side. He lifts one up into the penalty area, and it bounces between Fleming and
it's kind of a free hit at Arsenal next week, isn't it?
It is.
A goal kick.
It is. We'll not be expected to win, but we weren't expected to beat them at Stadium either.
Referee having a word. Ballard, he's been
I remember when we drew 0-0 there, and Dick Advocat was the manager, and we drew 0-0 to survive.
Dan Ballard.
Stayed up.
Yeah.
Robin Ruff's placing the ball.
Someone had an inflatable penis, and the Sunderland fans kept singing, "We want our Dick back," when the stewards pinched it.
The 3rd minute of added time.
Oh, brilliant. Sunderland's last 3 games of the season: Man United, Everton,
near
and
side
Chelsea.
of the pitch. Up goes Isidore. His attempt to head the ball through to Mundle is cleared by Walker. Drops for Fleming, trying to get Chowner away past Reynaldo, who's got in front of Loom Chowner, and will take the ball away towards the corner and slips it through Chowner's legs.
Yeah,
away he comes up towards Isidore, who gets in the face of
right,
Humphreys, but Walker taps the ball on
right.
again here to Chowner, who crosses into the box looking for Broja. Broja on the left of the 6-yard box, has to pull it back out of the box
it's
to
a Monday night,
Pires.
they've got work tomorrow.
Slides one through Hume's legs, but Ballard gets the ball clear, and it'll bounce up here on halfway.
It's a breath of fresh air watching this, isn't it?
Again.
It
Nodded
is.
down by Hertrauder, out to Lefay on the right. We've got 30 seconds left of the minimum 4 minutes, and Hertrauder rolls it here now to Siddiqui on the break. Siddiqui to Mundle. Mundle on the left to the corner of the penalty area. Into the penalty area. Onto his left on the goal line. It comes through past Isidore. He can't get his foot round it. Hertrauder's trying on the shoulder of Ukachukwu. He's eventually dug out and cleared.
Ivor the engine.
Not quite. The seconds left. We're up to 84 minutes. Sunderland couldn't dig it out. There goes the full-time whistle.
Get in.
3-0 victory. 36
Signed,
points.
sealed, delivered. I'm yours.
Probably enough.
Come on.
Probably.
You've got your money, Paul.
But still, Register Reese will insist on reaching 40 points for safety.
How good is that? Eh?
Yeah, brilliant. Brilliant. I think we'll have a few of the peeps in for tomorrow night's Matins Geordies.
It's going to be fun. Like I say, I'm going to get the sound effects in. Mind the doors, please. Mind the gap. Yeah. Mind the gap. Mind the gap, please. Mind the gap. Next station, Cockfosters.
Cheers, Colin. Cheers, Gordon.
Cheers, everybody, for tuning in. Massive.
Cheers, everybody.
Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. It's been amazing.
No, you're right, Beaconsfield. It's difficult not to smile.
Well, that was really, really nice to watch tonight, Rob, wasn't it?
It was. It was good. It was good. Nice to catch up with Paul Pope as well. Haven't seen Paul since 2012 when I left Gibraltar.
Absolutely.
Got on well with him and his family. All his family were Sunderland fans as well. His wife was from Northern Ireland. All his family were Sunderland fans. Brought them up proper, like, you know.
Bear was 2 seconds here. Bear with us 2 seconds. I am just going to get the league table up here on share so we can all see what's going on. If I can find it, that is.
Yeah, cheers, Paul.
There we go. Is it loading up? Oh, I'll have to adjust the width. I'll go to 1500.
Yeah, cheers, Paul. Have a good evening, mate.
There we are. There's the league table. I'm just gonna do a bit of editing here and look at this league table tonight. It's looking good, isn't it, Rob?
It's looking very good, mate. It's looking very good. Up to 8th.
There we go. I'll just try and
4
reduce that
places
down a
above
little
the
bit. Width, I'll go 1000. What would I do?
4 places above
there
Colin.
We go. It's better.
Unspeaking team. The ones that we're not allowed to mention without spitting.
I mean, how good does that look? I mean, look at that, eh? Yeah,
it's
top.
Brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant. You know, this was the team that we're going to finish bottom of the league.
It's just a Radio Newcastle calling us. They want us to go now, apparently.
Yeah. For the post-match.
For the post-match
thing. Yeah.
But yeah, that's absolutely fantastic. That, like, I mean,
it is brilliant.
I'm just gonna see if I can go back into the YouTube channel here. Where am I? I want to be on. Oh, wait a minute. I've got that many windows open here. Where are we? I'm going to be cross-eyed at the minute. StreamYard. There you go. So we should have. There we go. That's more like it. There we go. Yeah, good night. You spoke to students. 9 being on.
Yeah, we're just behind the cartel clubs.
I know. Moment.
With the exception of Tottenham, who were well behind us. I think that's probably just about relegated Burnley, that one. I know it's a long way to go yet, but...
good night, Ian. Spot on, mate. That should be shown up on... Oh, there it is. I've got the league table up there, so you can see it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Positive goal difference as well. That's the important thing.
It's good that, like, isn't it?
1-9 drawn, 9 lost, 6. Still not
Cheers,
that
3-star Reds. Thank you.
Yeah, cheers, mate.
Mind the gap. Oh, dear me. I mean, look, we'll know we could swap places again. This is the Premier League, but for Christ's sake, mate, I mean, this has got to go down in history for seasons as far as seasons are concerned, haven't they? I mean, this is just mental.
It is, you know, if you look at the clubs above us, there's only Arsenal, Man City, and Man United have lost less games than we have. Everybody else in the league has lost more games than we have.
I know. Well, I'm going to end the live because I'm going to have a bit crack on with Rob, and then I'll be on the 4 to 5 live. So thanks everybody for tuning in. Don't forget Mackems versus the Geordies tomorrow. It's going to be fun banter, and it'll be a laugh. So from Rob and his dog and myself,